Roller coaster motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line, blazing. Following the kid like a spotlight, while you keep asking same questions. I remember going to school, never had the latest shoes. You was raised to make it cool, I was raised to make a move. We was playing with different bags, so I kept getting shitted on. It was motivation, telling myself stay patient. Package search down, gotta relocate it. If that body got took down, guess it was donated. Plug ain't from round town, but we both native. Yeah, sliding with my body, I got a Joe waiting. Can't let these hoes spend the night, ain't got no home training. Heard your damn mixtape, gave it a low rating. Yeah, streets reply, I look right in a Mercedes. Creep at night, the city lights going brave. She popping it like that is meant for, can be no road and extendo. Bitch, I put me in the friend zone till she see me in the end zone. Horse calling from other zip code, trapping hard, I need a flip on this, the new pack, the last one, bingo. Coast on motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line, flash me at the finish line. Following the kid like a spotlight, while you keep asking same question. Roller coaster motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line, place me at the finish line, place. Following the kid like a spotlight, while you keep asking same question. Stepping out cool, rock and roll my watch and shoes. They scream wave and bring a pool, man she think they scream my moves. Jack hit me up like gotta leave round two. Know what's going on, man, you need it come through. I'm the neighborhood superintendent. Dogs in the den, got the cushion in the kitchen. Look here, baby, I'm on real time. Needle in the haystack, but still shine. Wave guard, grill gold like a face guard. I did a bid and tell them wait for it. Grill gold like a face guard. I did a bid and tell them wait for it. Roller coaster motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line, flex. Following the kid like a spotlight, while you keep asking same questions. She'll be down with God, but she be down with me. She'll be down with God, but she be down with me. She'll be down with God, but she be down with me. She'll be down with it's not like that, and it's not like flexing. To be made, so who out here tripping my silly? Your phone got a damn chip in it. Wake up, sign for 30 balls. Still in the truck with dirty clothes. You can be different, work my phones. You can be dead and work alone. like, share, and subscribe. Send the show out to your people. You know what I'm saying? We definitely about to today gonna be one of them all-day streams. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put it in their face. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of information go get disseminated. Man, I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. Yesterday we went live for I think it was less than 2 hours. I started the stream at like 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Like I said yesterday, I was in a damn beauty chair for 12 hours yesterday. So I didn't get a chance to get y'all versus Zion. I didn't get a chance to do a lot of stuff yesterday because I was in the goddamn beauty chair for 12 hours. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna make it up today. We're gonna stream all goddamn day. Keep giving y'all this information. We're gonna learn every day. Uncle Ho, hey, what's goody?
What up, Super Wavy? Hey man, I missed your live yesterday, boy. I missed the live yesterday. I'm so mad, boy, because I see my boy Valdez was on display whole stream. I was mad, but I said I should have come in and deal with him.
What do you do? What do you do, Uncle Jose?
I told you have to sit down with your boy Jesse and talk to him. You had to ban.
I thought you said Silky D.
Both of them had to sit down.
Okay.
You had to sit down, Silky D and Jesse, and have a conversation with them and say, listen, Jesse, I know you for how many years? Read this book, read that book. Put down the Quran, read this book, and go through some book readings with him. That's what we need to do on the show. You got to pull out some history books, start to read with him and Silky D. That's what you need to do. Because they Googling too much and they ain't really Googling the right thing. And what they Googling, they ain't understanding what they Googling. And they make it a big argument.
Damn,
you
man.
need to tell him to relax. Right. Yeah, you gotta tell the homie to relax. That's the problem. You go up with him, you're gonna tell him the right thing.
Right.
Correct? Right. He can't be talking
like last time we talked, you said do that for Silky. You was like, you gave Silky some homework. Now you saying Jesse need that same treatment?
Yeah, Jesse need homework. I ain't gonna say bad, Jesse. That's your brother. I ain't gonna say bad. But if we bring in Mr. Valdez on, I know he's coming on just now. We need to have some session where we read into some history books, so all of us can understand history. Because you can't just use the Quran every 5 minutes. That's not history. History doesn't work that way. I love the brother, but you have to get out of the Quran and deal with history because you're gonna start sounding crazy. Suki just trying to be funny and be clownish. That's what he's trying to do. Suki trying to be clownish. You're building a platform, you don't want that type of thing on your platform. You want to have some good conversation. If you're going to spend all day, let's have some good conversation. If you want to come in talking crazy, you can put them on a ban for 6 months. If they do come on, they can't talk, you're going to read some books for them. Because I know in all the talk you talk, you are a very well-read young man. You're just trying to be niggerish all the time. I know you just read books because I can tell by the way you talk. You're not just talking. You just one of them young boys who just say, if them hold hands, I'm going to do it my way. I know you read. You need to put your partners in them on so they can sound a little bit more presentable when they're coming on the platform. And not just yell them for 4 hours. Because you don't want that. You want the viewers to learn something. Just like you, Ray.
I respect that, Uncle Jose. I respect that. Silky, Jesse, man, y'all gotta, Uncle Jose say y'all niggas gotta read some books before y'all come up here, man. Uncle Jose say Silky and Jesse, man, tell them niggas do some homework, man. Y'all niggas gotta take a summer class. Uncle Jose is saying Silky and Jesse, y'all need to take a summer class before y'all come up here in front of the world.
Yeah. So what we need to do, I need to implement on your platform, but I implement on my platform once a week. You invite your Uncle Jose on. Let your Jose read some text. At least for a half an hour, 45 minutes. We'll go through some text, and we're going to educate some of these people because they just talking too much. You understand?
Hey,
So you read, then
Uncle Jose.
Yeah, man,
Right.
talk to me.
I agree. And Uncle Jose, we definitely need some of that. They be forgetting, man, about the laws of my yacht. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely need to get refurbished on that. I be talking to Uncle Saul. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got to keep these brothers African rooted in their thinking.
They don't want to be. One wants to be a Muslim and the other one, I don't know what's his problem. Silky just wants to be a clown. He just wants to be heard. He don't want to edify anybody. He wants to come on here playing that role. That don't look good. We're not. He have a platform. Let him go on his platform and do that. We're not encouraged. When we come on here, we want to have a good bill. We want to have some good argument, not just yelling and screaming and all of that. That ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? I want your platform to be a productive platform because you're gonna get an audience that I'm not gonna get. I'm the audience. I'm the boring dude that's reading all the time. I ain't gonna get that audience. So you could get that audience and educate them. Don't let nobody put you up for square with them rabbit hole argument. If you want to come on with that, nah, we're not doing that. Let them go. Right? Your platform is monetized. You're trying to do stuff to keep your platform on track. Right? You got to keep your platform on track. Eh?
Most definitely. Hey, Uncle Jose.
Yeah.
I want to let you know. I hear everything you're saying. I appreciate everything you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's coming from a good place. Feel me?
But I'm gonna get some pushback just now because I know when they're gonna come and get mad at me for saying what I just said.
Yeah, Jesse just hit me. He said, "Who is that?" I said, "That's Jose." He said, "All right, I'm about to hit the link." So
I know you hit the link.
Jesse heard you from the Mars.
That's very good. That means you listen. So what's the topic for today? What we going on today?
We definitely getting into if you ain't Capt Tazaryach and GRLA Hebrew, they just had a back and forth. I think it was yesterday, Friday, I believe. Thursday. They had a back and forth Thursday, and somebody lying. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into that.
What happened?
I just told Silky D. You know about the pagan kid scandal? You ever heard of that?
Pagan scandal?
All right, hold on. Let's watch this video real quick. Let's watch this video and then you tell me about it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. So Thursday, Capt Tazaryach and GRLA Hebrew got into it. Now let's get into this. All happened on No Jumper. No Jumper. Y'all check that out. You know what I'm saying? Man, if y'all want to see viral shit, if y'all want to see niggas doing the most on camera, if y'all want to see, you know what I'm saying, like super viral clips, man, they is running at going viral. So let's check this out.
Hold on, bro. Wait, bro. Let me see this. That means Capt Tazaryach been on your line. I don't get.
Say Capt Tazaryach, Whack 100, he come in the room. He says, Capt Tazaryach been on your line. So first, somebody says Gorilla Hebrew. Whack 100, he just walked in the room. He going back and forth with this guy right here named Brandon with the short white shorts on. And somebody said Gorilla Hebrew name out of nowhere. I think it was Flacco. And Whack looked back like he ain't even know nobody was sitting behind him. He says, "Wait, you Gorilla Hebrew?" And watch this.
Hello? Now we was just cool. He just switched up on me. Okay, he keeps saying.
Alright, so Whack says, Capt Tazaryach been on your line. Gorilla Hebrew says, "We been cool. He just switched up on me." Alright, let's go.
I don't know what the fuck he talking about. See, what's his problem with you? Listen, man, to be frank with you, what's his problem? He been copying my moves for years, right? That's just real. That's objective. I know as your boy, but I always been. But that's the reality of the situation. So we'll get into it, and then we'll be back cool. Okay, this is something about a broad. I got you. What did you so what happened is, I ended up putting my broad out, right? Cutting her off financially, right? Years ago, one of my wives, right? Boom, put her out, whatever. She get with jealous niggas that was around me, hatch an entire plot, come out, try to expose all kind of bedroom business, etc.
Alright, Uncle Jose, you there? Alright, there go Uncle Jose. Alright, Uncle Jose, you
Yeah,
there?
man, my internet going bonkers right now. Yeah.
Alright, did you hear?
That was a recent podcast?
Huh?
That was a recent podcast?
Yeah, this was Thursday, 2 days ago. Did you hear what Gorilla Hebrew said?
Apparently, they had some issue where they were trying to. One of his wives had made some comments about him a couple months back.
Right.
Talking about he was doing some weirdo acts, and he was like, and he came out.
Now hold on. We're gonna break it all down.
He said that's not what happened.
Gorilla Hebrew say, Whack 100 asked Gorilla Hebrew, "What is y'all issue?" Gorilla Hebrew says, "This man been copying my style for years." That's the first thing out of his mouth. Did you hear that?
Nah, I didn't hear because I went out. I missed that.
All right, I'm gonna run it back real quick. All right. Share my screen. He says he been copying my style. You know what I'm saying? The last couple of years, we'll get into it, then we'll be cool. Then we'll get into it and we'll be cool again. Now let's keep going.
We'll be back cool. He said something about a broad. I got you. What did he so what happened is, I ended up putting my broad out, right? Cutting her off financially, right? Years ago, one of my wives, right? Boom, put her out, whatever. She get with jealous niggas that was around me, hatch an entire plot, come out, try to expose all kind of bedroom business, etc. Verbally or visually? Text messages and verbally. All right? So she had a.
Now, if y'all don't know Uncle Whack 100, I gave him a phone call. I'm waiting on him to hit me back. But if y'all don't know Uncle Whack 100, he is too goddamn. He too smart for any of these situations. So what he do? He called Capt Tazaryach. Well, let's keep going.
Audio. She had no audio. Me against her talking. Right? Texas from. And now, mind you, she let niggas spin narratives on Texas. She never gave context. She never did nothing. Right? But what did the text say to me?
Now we gotta be honest, gang. We gotta be honest. Gorilla Hebrew says he kicked his wife out the house. She tried to expose him, and then he says his homies that's in his camp, they start making a narrative with the text message. Now let's keep.
No. He said no. What happened was somebody who was in his camp left the camp. Is the one who was doing the quote-unquote exposure. That's what happened. Somebody who left and formed their own.
Uncle Jose, we going out of Gorilla Hebrew mouth. So act like Uncle Jose.
He said somebody who left this camp. He said somebody who left this camp.
Uncle Jose, act like you don't know what's going on right now, because we hearing from the horse's mouth. Misery, what's good? Jose, what's good?
Okay.
We got two. It's Wavy and two Jose's. Wavy and two Jose's in the building. All right, so for this conversation, act like you don't know what happened with Gorilla Hebrew, because this is Gorilla Hebrew telling us what happened. You feel me?
All right.
Now we got Tazaryach You got Tazaryach on the other side, but it's all gonna make sense after both of them talk. It's all gonna make sense. All right, check this out.
Imagine you and your girl talking about all manner of freaky shit, right? Fantasy like, right? So when I mean my fantasy, we talking about freak off type shit, right? Now, Capt Tazaryach has now turned this into I'm homosexual. There's no homosexual talk. There's no talking to me with. There's no talking to me with.
Him and his girl is talking about freak off stuff. No homosexual. Watch, he about to say specifically, no homosexual, no men, and no children. He about to say that.
We talking about freak off type shit, right? Now, Capt Tazaryach has now turned this into I'm homosexual. There's no homosexual talk. There's no talking to me with a man, a child, anything like that. It's all about me.
All right, but if y'all remember, and Uncle Jose, you can add to this. If you remember, they was trying to find a white man for his wife to do it with. They was on a date app for a white man. So when he said,
I missed that part of the story. I missed that part of the story. I didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah. So he got a fantasy. He got a fantasy where he want a white man to have sex with his wife. I don't know if that's he a black Hebrew Israelite. So I don't know if that's to make him mad so he can want to fuck his wife more, or if that's to, I don't know. Maybe Misery can help us out. Misery black and he a black Hebrew Israelite. Misery not with that.
You said that? GRLA Hebrew said that?
He about to say it.
What the fuck? Nah, man.
Watch. Check this out. But see, if you listen to GRLA Hebrew talk right now, he about to start.
He's a demon, bro.
Say it again, Misery.
I said he's a demon.
Bro, he about to start. Whack 100 is just talking to him right now. But Whack 100 gonna start pressing the line a little bit, and GRLA Hebrew voice gonna get higher. GRLA Hebrew voice gonna keep getting higher.
Hey, Wavy. Don't you just remember, what was it, like 2-3 months ago? GRLA Hebrew made an apology video weeping like a woman on camera, apologizing to the nation about this stuff. He was literally crying like a woman. What the hell is he talking about right now? That's crazy that he's now trying to flip the script. And this is why I said he's a demon. He figured out, because after he got exposed, he had to step down from his leadership, from his camp, and from the community. And look at him now, still trying to be relevant. That's all it is about right now. He's still trying to be relevant. He's a demon, bro. He should have took his full and
Hey, Misery, I have to tuck his tail. He gonna tuck his tail. He gonna be like, y'all not letting me talk. Once they talk about it, check this out. Hold on.
Completely different. And they trying to I'm homosexual. There's no homosexual talk. Don't talk to me with a man, a child, anything like that. It's about me and the bitch, right? Whatever. So these niggas have now
said me and a bitch. I thought you was a Hebrew Israelite, child of God. You calling your ex-wife a bitch? Let's keep going.
Turn this into something completely different, and they trying to run that into homosexual. This is what happens when you praying on somebody's downfall and you looking to take somebody's position.
Now look, Whack don't believe him. What is Whack doing?
Who took his position? Wait a minute. Who took his position? That doesn't even make any sense. Who took his position? Position of what? Before he even left the camp, Deacon Hakah and Hassad were his number 1 and number 2. Deacon Hakah and Hassad, they been left the Sakari like 8 months ago or something like that. So who was going after his position? That don't even make any sense.
Uncle Whack, it's super wavy. I just sent you the link. Get on this live, man. We're going over you goddamn like person you really need to. Get on this live. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, my bad, Uncle Jose, you got it.
So wait a minute. So I didn't hear the full story then. Because the way he was talking, he's like, what the fuck? Nah. Wow. But let me listen to what you have to say. I was totally mistaken.
Just listen to how it's everybody else's fault. Now he about to remember. He said it wasn't no men in their conversations, and there wasn't no kids in their conversations. Now watch how a white man come out of nowhere.
My whole position was whatever I had, of course, and I responded to him publicly. He tried to come at me like him and his organization was gonna offer me some type of motherfucking.
Look, Whack 100 on the phone with Capt Tazaryach FaceTime.
What you call Cap? I'm up here with Gorilla Hebrew. I can't really remember because I remember y'all was cool, and then you've been on him. And I said I can't remember, and I asked him what was the issue. He said you put homosexual allegations on him, bro. Like why would you? Where that coming from? But what did she show but make you believe that?
Yo, Wavy, you have it on 2X. Your playing seems like this kind of like fast. I think you're playing it on like 2X or something. No, we can hear it, but you're playing it fast. No, it's playing fast.
I'm up here with Gorilla Hebrew. I can't really remember because I remember y'all was cool, and then you've been on him. And I said I can't remember, and I asked him what was the issue. He said you put homosexual allegations on him, bro. Like why would you put? Where that coming from? But what did she show but make you believe that?
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? She said Gorilla Hebrew made online pages to solicit white men. She said Gorilla Hebrew made online pages to solicit white men. Y'all heard that? All right, let's keep going.
But Wavy, even she, his ex-wife, she even made like a bunch of posts, like at least like 10 posts on Facebook talking about it. His own ex-wife did it on Facebook. So I don't know why he's denying all this stuff. It's crazy.
He's saying she only did it because he kicked her out the house. Brother, it's a fact though. She's speaking facts though. Let's keep going. He about to say a pagan kid.
Online pages to solicit white men to watch them have sex with them. How they purchase pagan devices to have sex with each other. That's what, and he admitted that the text message with them. So he's saying that, so you're saying, let me get this right, that he wanted to watch, what they call that, cocking or cucking? He wanted to watch.
Yeah, I heard Gorilla Hebrew say, Did Gorilla Hebrew just say, So Gorilla Hebrew is agreeing that he wanted a white man to have sex with his wife. Now let's keep going.
A white dude have sex with his wife. Okay, but the pagan devices used for the white dude, are you saying in text message? Is it any truth to that? No, I've never been paid in my life, and I've never watched my wife have sex with anybody.
Now Gorilla Hebrew just lied. He just lied. Whack 100 asked him, was the pagan device for you? Meaning, was your wife gonna hit you with the pagan device? And what did Gorilla Hebrew say? No. Watch this.
His wife. Okay, but the pagan devices used for the white dude, are you saying in text message? Is it any truth to that? No, I've never been paid.
He said there's no truth to that. But I thought you bought the pagan kit, then you threw it away. You ordered the pagan kit, then you threw it away. You said you made it disappear. You got the receipt, but you made it disappear. Let's keep going.
The white dude, are you saying in text message?
He made it disappear, right?
My life, and I never watched my wife have sex with anybody. Did you text if you wanted to? We literally were fantasizing. Now she's the one who asked me about.
Let me stop right there. All right, Uncle Jose, have you ever asked your girl, have you and your girl ever participated in her hitting you from the back?
No. But it seems like what happened was she was making that suggestion. I don't know if he agreed with it or not, but it seemed like she was saying that. I don't want to put it on him.
with it. He agreed with it because he bought the kit. He bought the kit.
No, I'm not. Listen, man. I ain't gonna put that on that man. I didn't.
Hold up. We got the facts.
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt.
Facts.
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt because I don't want to be saying things that happen.
Yeah, hey, Jose, you ain't gotta believe me. I'm letting you know we got the facts. He said it out of his mouth that he bought the kit. He started thinking about it. Then he made it out of his words. He said, "I made the kit disappear." So
he said that
if you buy something and you make it disappear, how did it disappear? What did you do with it?
He said that on that podcast.
No,
I know where it disappeared to.
He said it on his own show. He said it on his own show when he was crying. He said, "We talked about it.
Yep.
I bought it. I made it disappear." That's what he said on his own show when he was crying.
Yeah, he made it disappear, right?
You really said that, bro? You gotta show me that clip, man. I didn't see that clip. I don't want to be talking crazy. I didn't see the clip. So I can't say I heard him say it. I don't want to say he didn't say it, but I didn't hear him say it.
Bantu said he just needs to be an atheist at the point. He says, "I know his heart was beating out of his chest when Wack brought up Tazaryach. Fact, his heart was beating out of his chest. Because look, Wack gonna get to the bottom of it. Now let's finish. It ain't even now, Uncle Jose, you think you heard, you think, oh no, that's not enough to convict somebody. Let's hear this right here. Now watch how he about to Captain Tazaryach gonna make it clear. Now you hear what Gorilla Hebrew is saying. My girl wanted to do this. It was a fantasy. We didn't have no white man hit my woman. My wife didn't hit me with nothing, no pegging device. But he's about to Gorilla Hebrew. I mean, Captain Tazaryach about to say, "Bro, why you acting like you wasn't gonna get hit with the device? You told your wife, how you gonna hit me something how you gonna hit me with something bigger than I'm hitting you with?" Now watch this. It's about to get messy. It's about to get dirty. Check this out. Check this out.
The pegging device. That was from her. That's not from me. I never been pegged in my entire life. We just was having sexual conversation with my man. That's it.
Alright. Now look. Have y'all ever heard Gorilla Hebrew voice get this high? Watch this.
Fantasizing. Now she's the one who asked me about the pegging device. That was from her. That's not from me. I never been pegged in my entire life. We just was having sexual conversation with my man.
Have y'all ever heard Gorilla Hebrew voice get that high? We were just having a conversation with my bitch.
Yeah, I've heard it. Yeah, I've heard him.
I'm still gonna say this. I haven't seen any proof that he was down with the crazy stuff.
Hold up, Jose. That's why I said I'm glad you're doing it because I told you I don't want you to don't think about nothing else. We hearing Gorilla Hebrew talk right now, so let's just hear his talk. Let's hear his voice.
We literally was fantasizing. Now she's the one who asked me about the pegging device. That was from her. That's not from me. I never been pegged in my entire life. We just was having sexual conversation.
Now check this out.
My man, that's it.
Wack asked him, "What did you say when she asked you about the pegging device?"
What the fuck is going on? Bro, this serious. This serious. Like, so now hold on now, because this go back to y'all. Y'all before, like, right? Yes, sir. Are you supposed to be recognizing or even anything like that about a white man? No, first off, no, you're not supposed to do it, but here's the issue, though. The issue is this whole thing happened. I, on my own record, said, you know what? This ain't right. I went to therapy in regards to this. This woman got mad after.
Uncle Jose, he went to therapy, so he knew this wasn't right. Let's keep going.
So I cut her off financially, and a couple months later, tried to come and weaponize it against. Now, mind you, now we supposed to follow the Bible. The Bible said about for 2 or 3 witnesses shall a matter be established.
Do y'all agree with that? Let me stop right there. Do y'all agree if you catch a man breaking in your house, do you need 2 or 3 witnesses to bust his ass? If your sister is saying her boyfriend is putting her hands on her, do you need 2 or 3 witnesses to bust his ass? If your
According to the Hebrew, yes.
Do you need 2 or 3 witnesses to bust his ass?
According to GRLA Hebrew, yes. Somebody, and these 2 people have to witness the incident for it to be considered an actual incident. That's what he said. Those are his words. I know better.
Do you need 2 or 3 witnesses, Uncle Jose?
If my sister come and say, man, look at how funny, and she ain't like what he did, I'm gonna confront her, much less slap her. But you have to understand, he is saying that.
No, hold on. That was a weak example. Let's say your sister come to you with a black eye and say, my boyfriend just did this to me. He's still at my house, he won't leave. What you gonna do? You gonna find another one? What you gonna do?
I can deal with it.
All right.
Something's gonna have to happen.
We don't need no goddamn, hold up. We good. We don't need no 2 or 3 witnesses. Jose, do you need 2 or 3 witnesses if your sister saying she getting her ass beat?
No.
All right.
Nah. Wavy. I might.
Hold on.
Let me put a cap in. I might jump off the web. I'm gonna do that. But I might find out this different later.
Uncle Jose, relax. Stop giving us bullshit we don't need. Let's follow the topic. Let's stay on topic. We don't need 2 witnesses. When somebody's out of line, let's keep going. GRLA Hebrew said we did, but let's keep going.
In regards to this woman got mad after I cut her off financially, and a couple months later tried to come and weaponize it against. Now, mind you, we supposed to follow the Bible. The Bible says the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall a matter be established. They don't have 2 or 3 witnesses that I've actively participated in any of those things. Hold on, no, don't cut me off. Let me. Hold on, no, listen. But 2 or 3 witnesses.
This is horrible.
What you say, Jose?
I said this is freaking horrible.
Horrible, bro. You hit it. He's saying.
You know what's such a freaking contradiction out of his own fucking mouth? It's disgusting. In one breath, he's talking about the Bible, how you need 2 to 3 witnesses and how things need to be established and things of that nature. But if you want to stick to the Bible, according to Christ, the only way you could divorce your wife is if she commits adultery. Now, no. So why did wife leave him and he had to cut her off financially? Like what did she do for him to divorce her? She had to have slept with another man.
Right. Now he didn't say that. He didn't say that. He's saying the conversation was enough to say he needs to leave the woman.
By the Bible.
No, he said that the allegations came out months after he left her and cut her off financially, right? And that's when she started making up these rumors and trying to bring up the stuff from back in the day, whatever, right? He started coming out with the accusations. But the point is, he's talking all this law stuff, but where's the law about how to put away your wife? The only way GRLA Hebrew could have put that woman away, according to the New Testament, is if she had committed adultery.
All right, Uncle Jose, do you agree with that?
If they were married, yes, and if they got divorced. But he didn't say anything. Now, to be fair, he didn't mention divorce. He said he left the woman and cut her off. He didn't say divorce. He never used that word. So let's be fair.
Uncle Jose.
Let's be fair.
Uncle Jose. He said he kicked her out of the house and stopped providing for her financially. That just means that they wasn't really married, but it's still common law marriage in the United States. So that's still his wife. He just kicked her out.
That's a good point.
Gotcha. Let's keep going now.
And so, hold on, Tazaryach, I'm making a point. Thank you. 2 or 3 witnesses, right? So you cannot convict me of any sin unless you have at least 2 witnesses to substantiate.
Now look, when you talking to dumb people, check this out, gang. When you talking to dumb people, this makes sense, right? When you talking to dumb people, yes, guys, we need 2 or 3 witnesses. We need a jury. This how black people take that bullshit.
Hey, this is why I don't fuck with religion. Now listen, hold on. Let me know my point. Hold on.
This is why we don't fuck with religion. Check this out.
Shit, this is why I don't fuck with religion. Now listen, hold on. Let me know my point. Hold on. Let me finish my point, though. Hey, bro, what you got to say about 2 or 3 witnesses? Listen, see, this is the problem. I gotta finish my point, though. No.
You don't gotta finish your point when you saying some goofy shit. Your girl saying you doing some homosexual stuff, and you talking about 2 or 3 witnesses. Nigga, the text messages is viral. Fuck you, nigga, 2 million witnesses?
So very simple. Hold on. So this man's going around saying I'm a homosexual when there's no allegation of me having any type of sexual encounter or any desire to have any sexual encounter with a man. There's a
Brother, you want your wife to you want your wife to have sex with a white man in front of you, gang. Why you play with yourself? So why you keep bringing up another man when that's in fact an accusation against you? See, that's a lie right there.
Even getting the dildo to get pegged. Like, what was the dildo for? Like, what was the dildo for?
Nah. Look, Captain Tazaryach about to expose him real quick. Check this out.
Now they don't take me no way the pegging. No,
because Captain Tazaryach tired of him saying homosexual. So watch this.
Desire to have any sexual encounter with a man. Now they don't take me nowhere in life. The pegging. No, exactly.
Let me stop right there. And let me ask both of y'all, Uncle Jose and my boy Jose Vega. If I'm in a room with my wife and another man, and they are having sex, and I'm playing with myself, aren't we all having an interaction?
Well, if that happened, then that would count as a sexual interaction. I don't know that it happened. I'm not going to be quick to condemn the brother, but I'm going to say this. According to the Bible, if you're even thinking or saying these things,
right,
then that is something that you should not be doing. I don't know if you went through with it. I'm not going to put that on the brother. I'm not going to say that.
Nah, because Uncle Jose, when I was a kid, I was told, even if you look at a woman as, that's a sin, because you know the intentions behind that. You know what I'm saying?
According to the Bible, yes.
All right, let's keep going. Oh yeah, misery. If you a dude and another woman is in the room, even if just them two having sex, you watching it, you playing with yourself. Ain't you a part of that experience, misery?
Yeah, correct.
So he just lied right there. Let's keep going.
Going around saying I'm a homosexual when there's no allegation of me having any type of sexual encounter or any desire to have any sexual encounter with a man. Now they don't take me nowhere in life. No, exactly. Now again, I've never been pegged in my whole life. That's never happened. Hold on. He's talking in the mic. I'm trying to talk. I don't even get to finish my point because he's busy trying to
watch this.
Push narrative.
Watch this. Hey, Captain Tazaryach, you did Guerrilla Hebrew dirty on live television in front of 50,000 people. Watch this.
That's never happened. Hold on. He's talking in the mic. I'm trying to talk. I don't even get to finish my point because he's busy trying to push narrative.
So Guerrilla Hebrew really crying because he heard what Captain just said. Listen to this.
What'd you say? In the text message, how you gonna do something bigger than what I get you with? The word again? No, listen, I'm not saying it again. So what part of
In the text message, he says, how you gonna hit me with something that's bigger than what I hit you with? Whack 100 asked him, you said this in the text message? Guerrilla Hebrew says, wait. Again, the context. Context? What could be the context behind y'all picking out a pegging kid? She want this size. You telling her, how you gonna hit me with something bigger than what I hit you with? What kind of context do we need, misery? Like, what kind of context do we need to not jump to conclusions right there? Who we thought he was talking to? You there, misery? Go ahead. You got the floor. This is embarrassing.
Yeah, that is kind of embarrassing. Just for him even saying those words out of his mouth. Like, that's type of shit that if a woman was to ever tell you something like that you keep to your fucking self. You know what I mean? Like, why would you tell the public or have a text message saying that? What you're basically saying is that she needs something bigger because what you have, the equipment that you have is not satisfying her, and she needs the big D.
Nah. That was what he said. He told her that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. How you gonna get a dildo, right? That's bigger than my dick, right?
Yeah, but he not necessarily saying that like he's hurting or nothing like that. He basically saying like,
I know that. I'm just saying. No,
go ahead.
No, I was just saying that type of information he should have just kept to himself and never even said any of that, because, like I said, that's what it makes it look like, as if his girl basically picked out a bigger dildo than his equipment, and he's saying, "Hey, girl, why are you getting a bigger equipment than than my dick?" Basically, that's basically what he's saying, right?
Right.
All right, so that is that. Okay, that now, if a woman was to tell you that, Wavy, wouldn't you take that personal? If your girl basically is telling you that your dick is not big enough to satisfy her, that she needs something bigger.
Nah. You gotta understand. We talking about a pegging device. So this pegging device is not for her. She hitting him with this. He telling her, how you gonna hit me? He telling his wife, how you gonna hit me with something bigger than I hit you with? I'm hitting you.
Okay.
I'm hitting you with this time. You're trying to go way over here and hit me with something that I'm not even giving you. That's what he's saying. So he's saying for sure she picking out something that's bigger than him. So he like, damn, is there any mercy? That's what he asking for mercy. How you gonna do me like that?
Bro, I don't know. I don't know the full story. I don't want to go there, but
Hold up. Uncle Jose, you fell off. So you gotta watch the end of the clip. I don't think you watched it.
I'm still trying to give the brother the benefit of the doubt that he just made a mistake.
Uncle Jose,
that he regret.
Watch this last clip because you fell off, Uncle Jose. Check this out.
Oh my God! Wow.
You fell off. Check this out.
My whole life. That's never happened. Hold on. He's talking in the mic. I'm trying to talk. I don't even get to finish my point. He's busy trying to push narrative. What'd you say? How you gonna hit me with something bigger than what I hit you with? Again, no, listen, I'm not saying it is again. So what part of fantasy? Hold on.
He just said, I'm not saying it didn't happen, but what part of fantasy don't you get? Brother,
well, he's saying, well, listen, the brother.
Hold up. But they bought the kit, so it wasn't a fantasy. You bought the kit.
It seems to me the brother is saying, we had a discussion. I had a moment of weakness, but I didn't do it. I didn't go through that. He didn't say there wasn't a conversation about it. He never said that. So I'm not saying the brother went through with it, but he's definitely saying there was a discussion about it. I don't know if he was going to do it or he wasn't going to do it. So I'm not going to go through that and drag the brother's name. But if you're saying you were having a conversation about it, you have to take responsibility for the conversation. I don't know if he was going to go through with it, who initiated the conversation. But clearly he's admitting there was a conversation about it, at the least. So I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt.
Uncle Jose,
just had a conversation.
When words ever come out of your mouth to your girl, how you gonna buy something that's bigger than how you gonna hit me with something that's bigger than what I hit you with? Would those words ever come out of your mouth, Uncle Jose, to your girl?
Well, no. And I want to hope that he didn't say that either.
Nah, he just said
he said it.
He said
crazy.
He just said it.
But Wavy, listen. The brother got caught in a bad situation. I don't know exactly what happened, but the fact of the matter is, if you're engaging in this kind of conversation, you're saying you're engaging in this kind of conversation according to your religion, you have already sinned by even engaging in the conversation that you did about. So you're guilty of something based on your religion, whether he did it or not. And he's admitting that he did say that he engaged in the conversation. So he came back and apologized for engaging in the conversation. So I'm not saying.
Now hold up, Uncle Jose, hold up. Now you got like three sides of this. You got one side that's saying whatever you do in your bedroom with your significant other can't be gay. You got some people that saying whatever you do in your bedroom with your significant other can't be out of line. You got some people like me, and I'm sure a lot of people in that room that's saying if these words are coming out of your mouth, playing or not, if you let a woman take you to that point to where y'all buying pagan kits for her to hit you, no matter what it's about, no matter if she's unhappy in a relationship, we are men. These words should never come out of our mouth. We should never concede to no point where our booty hole is being tampered with. You got some men that's saying, no, nigga, I don't give a fuck if that's Beyonce. If she want to play down there, go find somebody else. Some men that's standing on morals and principles, not getting their back broken. You got some men that's saying that. So Capt Tazaryach gotta be one of them men, because he's saying the stuff and doing the stuff that you did is homosexual. That's what Capt Tazaryach is saying. GRLA Hebrew is saying Capt Tazaryach going around saying I'm homosexual, this and that. This is why he's saying it, because these words should never come out of your mouth. You should never be falling for a girl to the point to where she trying to hit you and you cool with it. How do you feel about? And then the third scenario is it's suspect, but he ain't do it. That's the third scenario. You really don't want to get into it, maybe because of religious purposes, or maybe because of you really ain't got no, you really don't want to face this motherfucker in person. That's the third opinion. So it's either you really don't want to speak on it, you want to be humble, or you know for a fact some fuck shit going on and you calling it out how you seeing it, or the other third one is whatever you do in your bedroom with your girl could never be considered bad. Which one you in, Uncle Jose?
I'm gonna say this: the man is a Hebrew Israelite. He's religious. So according to religion, if you have a thought or a discussion about something, you are guilty of that according to you.
What about Sodom and Gomorrah?
No, I'm saying this. If you don't have to commit the act to be guilty of the act. According to the book.
Sodom and Gomorrah. If we purchased a pagan kit, you didn't already put some fingers down there. You didn't already did something with it.
I'm saying this too.
No damn pagan kit. And
I'm saying this.
No, they purchased a pagan kit because she put some fingers down there. She probably was down there. Why we playing these games?
This is what I'm gonna say. No, this is what I'm gonna say. If you are going according to your book, you don't even have to reach to the level of buying a pagan kit. Once you thought about it and said it, you're guilty of committing that sin, whether he did it or not. So he has to deal with.
Hey, babe, I want to try a new position. That means you didn't already try the basic positions. So why we playing? You ordering a pagan device? That's a machine. That means you didn't already went through the elementary levels. And it wasn't enough. We need something real. That's what that means.
Well, once again, once you thought about it,
you don't start off with a mechanical pencil. You start off with a regular number 2 pencil, nigga. The hell is you talking about?
I'm gonna say it again, Wavy. From the time he thought about it and said that he's guilty of it, so it doesn't have anything to do with
no goddamn magic sharpie.
It don't have anything to do with whether he did it or not. Once he thought about it, he committed a sin, so he has to deal with that according to his book. Whether he bought the kit, didn't buy the kit, he's already guilty of a sin according to his book, so he has to deal with that.
I think Wavy say that even before the kid that he must have been getting his booty hole played with. That's all Wavy's pointing out. He must have been getting his booty hole played with before the.
Jose, I don't know that, and I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say.
Why would you buy a mechanical pencil if you never?
I don't know that he bought the kit. I didn't hear him say that.
Why would you buy a mechanical pencil if you never wrote with a regular pencil before? Why don't we start off with an electric car? No, we start off with a gas car.
I didn't hear him say that, bro. I didn't hear him say that.
Then you
I didn't hear him say that.
And you start doing other stuff. Crackheads don't smoke crack.
I didn't hear him say that, bro.
Crackheads don't start off with crack. Crackheads start off smoking a little weed.
You know.
So brother Jose, wait, hold on. You got to explain it to him like this. So Jose, basically what we're saying is that you must have some kind of minor jumped into this huge predicament with this big dildo. Meaning, like I said, there must have been maybe a finger. There must have been fingering. Maybe she was licking his butthole. But that's what he's saying. No man is just gonna jump, never get his butt licked, never had a finger, but he's just gonna be like, no, I'm gonna take this 8-9 inch dildo off rip. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. That's what Wavy's basically saying.
Listen, Jose, I hear what he said. But I never heard the word come out of his mouth or in any conversation that he actually brought the
context clues. If you got a car, that means you bought some gas before, right? So just by you having a car, you know how to pump gas, right?
I would say so, yeah.
All right then.
Nah, man. I don't know, man. The man put himself in a bad position for even talking about it. So now people are going to take the narrative and run with it all over the place. Even though he may not have bought the kid, now people can assume that he did it because he admitted he had a conversation about it. I'm not jumping in on the side to say he did it, but the conversation.
Check this out, Uncle Hercules. What about the part?
It's so cute.
What about the part where you want a white man? What about the part where he want a white man to have sex with his wife? I guess for him to get mad, get angry, and have more aggressive sex with his wife, or more long-lasting, better sex with his wife. What about that? You being a black Hebrew Israelite, you believe the white man is the devil. So you want the devil to have sex with your own wife for you to get some type of, like, what kind of fantasy is that?
What if he said that, then that's out of context. That's out of context of his religion. If he said that, then that is definitely out of context for his religion and his moral fiber. He's making those kind of statements. He's going off and he's going against what he's supposed to believe according to his religion. Because part of his religion is not mixing with white people. That is a part of his religion. That is a part of his belief. So if he said that, then he's out of context for saying that. I didn't hear him say it, but if he's engaging in that type of talk, that's out of context for his religion.
All right, look, he's about to explain, Misery, unmute your mic when you want to talk. He about to explain to you why he said it. Check this out.
I'm not saying you don't. Be real for the record, and I'm not saying you are what you ain't. Of course. But I will say you this: if you switch roles, if a motherfucker got a text message coming from a man to a woman, and says, "How you gonna hit me with something that's bigger than what I hit you with?" Okay, that is a sin. Now, Wack. Now, hold on. Now, listen. Now, Wack. Listen. I'm with you. Now we're opening up a large rabbit hole. So here's what we have to understand: there's no context being given to anything, right? Hold on. Is it first off that never happened, right?
Now imagine us needing context, gang. Let's keep going.
No, listen. Now, Wack. Again, it's a text message. Is it a? Maybe she sent him a picture. No, hold on. Now, Wack. There's no picture. Now, Wack. You can see the videotape. Hold on. Now, Now, listen, Wack. You can see the videotape of Nipsey Hussle doing something, correct? Yeah, I know what he was doing. Okay, no, you didn't see the. No, I'm not saying he did. No, listen, I'm not saying he did. But here's what I'm saying. You done seen something occur. You didn't read two people having a conversation in fantasy. You've never seen that, right? So now there's nuance. Wait, Cap. Before you agree, see, I'm on a mission with this, right? I'm with you. Do you agree that your fantasies that were shared through text with your significant other was in the lane of homosexuality? Hell no.
Y'all heard that? Did y'all just hear that? Now, Wack just asked him, do you agree that the lane of text messaging, you getting hit by your wife, you saying how you gonna hit me with something bigger than what I'm hitting you with, you wanting a white man to hit your wife in front of you while you play with yourself? Wack just asked him, do you consider that stuff homosexual, right?
He said, hell no. He said, hell no. Me getting hit from the back by my wife is not homosexual. A white.
It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy.
He said it is true. He said it is true.
Listen, I don't know what to say at this point. I'm trying to defend the man a little bit. I don't want to just be talking out of context. But the man now, he asked him a question. He said it never happened, right? Now, I'm going to assume that could mean they talked about it and it never happened, or the text messages didn't say that.
He asked him specifically. And what you about to say? What you about to say, Mr.?
He never denied it. He keeps telling these guys that it's a fantasy. You guys are getting the context wrong. It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. But even your fantasy is homosexual.
He just said, Wack just asked, do you consider the things in these text messages, like that last one we just been going over for 3 minutes? How you gonna hit me with something bigger than what I hit you with? Do you consider that homosexual? He said no. He said that's not So him getting hit by something bigger than what he hit his wife with is not homosexual to him. That's what he said.
No, he said it never happened. Now when he
maybe you didn't hear the question. Let me run it back.
He didn't ask him if it happened or not. He said, brother, Jose.
No, hold on.
Jose, he didn't ask him that.
Absolutely.
Jose,
You're correct. You're correct.
Misery help you out. Mute out.
You're correct.
Go ahead, Misery.
No, you are correct.
No, I'm saying like he didn't ask him if it occurred or not. He asked him, hey, if you need to switch shoes and read a text message that they're discussing, would you consider it to be homosexual? He's not saying if it occurred or not. He's just saying, hey, get out there. Let's say we're not talking about you, but on the other shoe, if you're one of us and you're reading what you're reading, would you consider it to be homosexual? That's what he's asking.
He did say no.
Right. Let's run it back.
Conversation in fantasy. You've never seen that, right? So now there's nuance. Wait, Cap. You agree? Because I'm on a mission with this. Right? I'm with you. Do you agree that your fantasies that we shared through text with your significant other was in the lane of homosexuality? Hell no. Because I don't want to have sex with no. I don't want to have sex with a man. Hold on. Listen to me. I don't want to have sex with a man, and I don't want to be. No, damn all that. Ain't no breaking it down. Because you notice I don't get to come to my point. No, I don't get to come to my point. Nah, damn all that. Hold on.
Y'all see that? What's going on now? Somebody about to crash out, right?
Well, listen. This whole thing.
Somebody about to crash out, right?
The whole story is crazy. I didn't get the full text message, but the whole story.
All right, so just mute out, Uncle Jose. Just mute out. We got a show going. So just relax. I'm gonna feel you all the way in. Don't think this ain't no goddamn commercial break. Relax, I got you. If you don't know what's going on, I got you. But hey, Misery, how is Gorilla Hebrew acting now? Ain't you ready about to fight? He just said I ain't going for that.
Exactly, yeah. Basically. He ain't trying to hear it no more. Y'all gonna let me defend myself? Fuck that shit.
We ain't giving them time to talk, and you cutting yourself. Hold up.
I don't want to have sex with a man. Hold on. Listen to me. I don't want to have sex with a man, and I don't want to be. No, damn all that. Ain't no breaking it down. Because you notice I don't get to come to my point. No, I don't get to come to my point. Nah, damn all that.
That nigga just moved right hand out the way.
I don't get to come to my point. No, I don't get to come to my point. Nah, damn all that. Hold on. No, listen. This is the whole thing. This is the problem, and this is why it's the same thing of a naked video of you being put out, and there's no. No, listen.
Hey, didn't he do? Now look. Hold on, stop right there. He just flipped the script. He just started talking about whack transgression. He just flipped the script. He just said, nah, this ain't like what happened to you. So he ain't defending himself, nigga. He's shooting back at another person, going at them personally. But let's keep going. Like you got time to talk. You say hold up, and then you start attacking the nigga that's talking to you. You ain't even on topic no more. Let's keep going.
No, understood. Hold on. And there's no time. No, listen. No, no, understood. No, listen. Hold on, whack. Can I make my point though? Can I make my point? No, listen. I'm not saying you don't, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you for that. Hold on, whack, man. Can I talk? That's crazy. It's crazy, right? No. Listen to me. Listen to me. So here's the thing, right?
This sound like, bro, when we be live, that's how niggas be acting. When you cutting a pseudo, that's how they be acting. Can I talk? Damn, look how they acting. That's how niggas be acting when you be cutting their ass. Let's keep going though. Wack got Capt Tazaryach on FaceTime. He just flipped the screen over to Gorilla Hebrew.
Just like there's context to that, and you explain that. Hey, that's what I do. I get that boom. People are not understand. Imagine being able to build the tool.
Hey, come on, we good on credit cards right now, gang. Y'all owe us reparations. We good on credit cards.
People are not understanding the context and the nuances to the type of games me and my bitch play. That's it.
What I'm asking you, bro, help us understand this part.
Listen. Here's the point, though.
How you gonna hit me with something bigger than I hit you with?
This is very simple, right? Me and her play a game of teasing because it motivates me to knock her down, right? So I tell her, I encourage her to tease me about my size, which makes me show up in the bedroom. It's just what happens, right?
But you're referring to two.
No.
Referring to a penis.
No.
Y'all heard that? See how he just lied? Wack 100 asked him, how you gonna tell your girl you hit somebody, you gonna hit me with something harder, bigger than what I hit you with? That's referring to two penises, right? Your penis and the pegging device, right? He said, no. Watch this. Wack 100 is diabolical, bro. Like, hey, Bantu, this was a setup. Check this out. He said, you referring to two penises, right? He about to lie. Check this out.
I tell her, I encourage her to tease me about my size, which makes me show up in the bedroom. It's just what happens, right?
But you're referring to two.
No.
Referring to a penis and another object.
No. Listen, whack. That's not what I'm doing.
Y'all heard that? That's not what he doing. But if you say how you gonna hit me with something bigger than what I'm hitting you with, Uncle Jose, ain't that two objects? Mine and something big. Ain't that two objects, Misery?
Well, if he said that, then yeah. If he said that, I feel you.
Just mute out. You gotta open your eyes. You gotta go clean your ears real quick. Hey, Misery, ain't he talking about two objects?
Yeah. And you know, it's funny that Bantu just left that comment, because you have to really think about it. If none of this is true, and this, you know, if Gorilla Hebrew saying is true, that none of this is true, it was just a fantasy and all that stuff, then why the hell did he need to go to therapy for?
Facts. Let's keep going.
Which makes me show up in the bedroom. It's just what happens, right?
But you're referring to two.
No.
Referring to a penis and another object.
No. Listen, whack. That's not what I'm doing. And you're missing what I'm saying, right? So the context of me making the statement, hold on, Tazaryach. The context of me making that statement is because that is a pre-existing thing that exists in our bedroom, right? What nobody's doing here is this. Nobody's factoring in.
Did y'all just hear what he just said? The context is that's a pre-existing thing in our bed. Let me run that back. I don't think he knew what he just said. Watch how Wack look at him.
Hold on, Tazaryach. The context of me making that statement is because that is a pre-existing thing that exists in our bedroom, right? But what nobody's doing here is this. Nobody's factoring in. No. My size is a pre-existing thing. That's what I'm saying. So that's why no, is that so?
You explain how you can't
listen again. So that's where that statement came from. But again, again. This has never occurred.
Y'all heard that? He didn't explain it. He said, explain to how you gonna get me. He said, that's where that statement come from. What does that mean? What does that mean? And that's where that statement come from? He asked him, you're talking about two objects. And he just went to his side. That didn't even make sense. Whack got him back focused. No, you said you gonna hit me with something. We know you got something. You said you gonna hit me with something. He said that was referred to that statement. Misery, what that mean? What that mean? That statement. What that mean? How is that a comeback?
But that don't sound too right.
What the fuck that mean?
That statement sounds suspect, huh?
That didn't make no sense.
He didn't explain himself well, so I don't know if that's a defense or not. I don't know.
He said again, and he about to change the subject. Hey, Misery. Hey, Bantu. That's a fact. That nigga voice is higher than ever. His voice, when he arguing with Zabari, when he arguing with everybody, his voice never that high. This nigga, Whack is in his face like, we're Captain on the phone. Being messy, bro. This is wow. This is wow.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I already told you. I've seen GRLA Hebrew worse. I've seen GRLA Hebrew turn red as a tomato. And that was when the debate I did with him 7 years ago, when I destroyed Sakari 7 years ago in our debate. GRLA Hebrew was screaming off of the top of his head, and his face literally was as red as a tomato.
Misery, check me out. The nigga asked him, when you say how you gonna hit me with something bigger than what I hit you with, you referring to two objects, right? He said no. I'm gonna mute y'all real quick, Uncle Jose. You probably got YouTube playing in the background. Anytime you want to talk, Uncle Jose, just unmute your mic. Be good. Anytime you want to talk, just unmute your mic, Uncle Jose. Misery. The nigga said, when you said how you gonna hit me with something bigger than what I hit you with, you talking about two objects, right? He said no. He said no. He said we talking about a pre-existing thing in our bedroom. Like say a pre-existing with another man. He said no. Pre-existing with my size. Now, did that have anything to do with the two objects? What you and your size got to do with the original question? He asked you about these two. You saying how you gonna hit me with something bigger than what I hit you with? That's referring to two objects. Yes, it's referring to your size on your part, but it's referring also to another thing that's bigger than your size, right? He said no. He said no. He said, so he went down the size alley, and then he said, but you said bigger than what I hit you with. GRLA Hebrew said that come from the statement. What that mean? That come from the statement. Like I thought we was like, bro, when you do a line of questioning, it's for a reason. And Uncle Whack did that for a reason. The nigga said he asked you about these two objects. You go to talking about your side. He brought you right back on track and said, no, you said bigger than what I hit you with. You're talking about another object, right? He said, no, that go back from the state. How does that? So you agreeing with this? Like, what is that? What did that mean? Nobody ever gonna come on here and say, yeah, they go back.
I think what he mean by the statement. I think he meant by the statement when he continued on and basically said how it was a pre-existing conversation in their bedroom about his size.
Nah, the statement was, how you gonna hit me with something bigger than what I hit you with? So
that's what I'm saying. And I know that's what I'm saying. If you heard him, he answered it by saying, because it was a pre-existing conversation.
Nah. That was when he asked him about what you mean by two objects. He mentioned a pre-existing thing in our bedroom when he asked about two objects. The line of questioning was crazy. So first he asked him, when you said that statement, what you meant by, you had to be talking about two objects, right? He said, no, it's a pre-existing thing in our bedroom. And he said, pre-existing. Then he said, my size. And he said, no, you said hit me with something bigger than what I hit you with. Then he said that's the statement. That's back to the statement. What does that even mean? How we gonna like we look? I'm gonna go keep rolling it because it ain't gonna get better. I guarantee it ain't gonna get better. It ain't gonna get better. He said no again. He's stuttering. Watch this.
Listen again. So that's where that statement came from. But again, this has never occurred.
See, he changed the subject. Misery. He said that's where that statement come from. Basically, the text messages. But again, it never occurred. He didn't answer the question. He didn't answer the question, bro. Look at this.
We know.
Let me run it all the way back so you can get a full.
And that statement is because that is a.
I ain't never heard nobody dodge a question like this.
Context of me making the statement. Hold on, Tazaryach. The context of me making that statement is because that is a pre-existing thing that exists in our bedroom, right? But what nobody's doing here is this. Nobody's factoring in. No. My size is a pre-existing thing. That's what I'm saying.
We know what you.
So that's why that.
We know.
No. Is that?
Can you explain how you hit me?
Listen again. So that's where that statement came from. But again, this has never occurred. Let's see what.
See, he didn't even answer the question. Am I tripping? Or was that a Houdini? Did he just do the Hebrew shuffle? Was that a Hebrew shuffle, Uncle Jose? Am I tripping? He said again. He just threw him in a loop. He put a circle. He said again. That goes back to the statement. What that mean? And then he said again. That never happened. So he didn't answer the question. He basically clarifying that it never happened instead of answering what you mean by how you gonna hit me with something. What ain't that homosexual? He's saying it's not homosexual because it never happened. We asking you about this line of questioning to your significant other. Y'all see how we just got lost into the. Am I tripping or did y'all catch that? Are y'all lost in the sauce? The GRLA Hebrew put y'all to sleep. Uncle Jose, you caught on now? He didn't answer the question at all. He went back to it didn't happen. Remember, this is the original question. How you gonna hit me with something bigger than I hit you with? Ain't that homosexual? He said, hell no. He said, hell no. And now we at to where we at right now. This is, I don't think, was he smoking? I think I see an ashtray. Is that an ashtray back? I don't know, but hey man, if you ain't never smoked before, don't come around. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that be blowing big gas, man. We smoking goddamn $30 gram. Don't come around if you ain't never came around, man. You will get a contact high. You ain't even gotta hit the blunt, and you will start contradicting if you is a bad person.
You know what the problem is?
Go ahead.
The problem is this. Everybody in that room with GRLA Hebrew knows that what is transpiring is gay. It sounds gay. It's gay. We can all agree with that. Everybody in that room in it like it's gay. That's like saying. That's like let's say whatever, we one day on the live saying I would suck a dick for fucking $1,000, right? And then my fault. That I would do that for $1,000, and then when people say, hey, y'all, remember that time that you said that you would suck a for $10,000? You was gay as hell for saying that shit. And he's like, nah, but I never did it. I never did it. It's the same thing. Hey, dog. Just by you even saying it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a fact. Let's keep going, because it ain't gonna get better. Jesse, what's goody? Assalamu alaikum.
Now ask her, did she ever peg me? I said, no, answer that. Hold on, listen, no, damn all that. No, can't nobody else speak because no, hold on, I got you.
This is personal to you. And I want to let me say because let me say this is one of our premier girl Hebrew. I got you, bro. Appreciate you. Listen. First of all, Tazaryach is totally wrong. No, he not. Listen, it's out in the media. Listen, why? They ascribe to a different set of laws, rules than we do. Wait, so I'm gonna address both sides. One, Proverbs 25 talk about when you go in to judge your brother or bring him up on anything, that's supposed to be done in private. You don't bring that. Listen. You don't bring it to but his judgment of it is being done. You pretty much let know how you. Let me say handle when his judgment of it is public. What he's doing, that's wrong. Josh, listen. Is that what he's saying? Hold on. He knows. This guy knows that if he ascribes to the Bible, him publicly condemning him and making fun of him is wrong.
Nah, Brandon, you wrong. If a brother is foul, fuck all that in private shit. That's how cults move. Ain't no goddamn in private. So Brandon, you are wrong. My boy Jesse is out and about. You know what I'm saying? At the downstairs lobby. Okay. All right, man. I see you. All right, Uncle Jose. Did he answer the question, Uncle Jose, when he asked him?
It seems like he really danced around the question. He did not really directly say, I did not say that. That was never discussed. You're talking a bag of bullshit. He didn't say that. He didn't directly address that particular thing. He said something that made all of us think that something is wrong and there was something to the case. If it was me, I'd have said, I didn't say that. I never said that. That didn't come up nowhere in no conversation. Damn that. But he really didn't say that. So he's leaving room for people to leave a judgment that he had these type of conversations with his wife.
Again,
Uncle
Jose, the line of questioning started when he asked him, did you think that what you was writing to your girl was homosexual? That's how the conversation, that's how the line of question. And he said,
put yourself in a position. If another man was right there.
Uncle Jose, no, that's not what he said. He said, hell no, that's not gay. That's what he said.
Right, but the question was, if you saw another man writing those sorts of things to his girl, would you think it's gay? And GRLA Hebrew said hell no. That was, he definitely said hell no. He did say that.
Right. And then, so it's all around. It's not good, man. It's not good. Just don't look good. I know Misery, that's Misery homeboy, so Uncle Jose gotta Misery gotta clean that up. That's Misery product.
That's just like brother. So come out of it now, all right?
I'll meet you real quick.
Okay, or you can't come out.
You can help. You try
giving me you they have no contact order on me, so
wow. I don't know what to say on that. He really digging himself into the whole conversation. But he didn't do nothing. He just, I apologize and talk to people.
Hey, this is what I noticed. When GRLA Hebrew did his first reaction video to this shit dropped. He started blaming other people. He started blaming other people y'all did this, y'all got this going on, y'all got this going on. He did that in the first video when he was crying. Started blaming other people. And when he going back and forth with Wack and Capt Tazaryach, he brought up something in Wack 100's personal life. You know what I'm saying? One of his girlfriends tried to expose him. He was naked in the bed. He video recorded him being naked in the bed. GRLA Hebrew just brought that up. It didn't have nothing to do with this conversation. So I just show you, like, GRLA Hebrew, the type of nigga, he gon' if y'all dealing with him, he gon' fuck this shit. Like, he gon' throw something about you out there. And it got to the point to where he even said, nobody can talk. Nobody can talk. I'm talking. He said that. Brandon was like, hold up. He said, all right, bro, you can talk. Brandon bigger than your ass.
Yeah.
Brandon
Had something to throw at me too. Yeah, exactly.
get your mic, man. Get your mic if you want to talk. But yeah, man, that was embarrassing, right? He said, hold on, bro. I ain't going for that, bro. Hold on, bro. Like that was so did Captain y'all comment, like, share, subscribe. Who looked bad? Did Capt Tazaryach look bad for calling GRLA Hebrew LGBTQ in public? And Brother Brandon, like, nah, in the Bible you're supposed to condemn your brother in private? Or was GRLA Hebrew right because he had got counseling already? You know what I'm saying? Before the girl even exposed, you know what I'm saying? He obviously had stepped down from Sakari. Who's in the right, who's in the wrong in this right here? You know what I'm saying? I just keep seeing matter of fact, I'll let y'all respond.
Listen, it's the point in the Bible. You should not condemn your brother. I don't know if he did what fine. But he's not linger the way he sees them and others. At least he admits that there was a conflict that took that should not have taken place. At least. Then the asking question he heard. Over the place or whatever. I don't know what actually happened. But I'm saying in the eyes of the public jury, he's not looking very good. He's not sounding very good. So if he's not cleaning it up, it's better to just get off the internet and don't address it. Just leave it alone. Because it's not sounding like he can defend whatever a business.
All right, let me ask you this. Damn, come on. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I would disagree.
Go ahead.
I would disagree about how handling things in private. When scripture is talking about handling situations in private, it's usually talking about scriptural matters or even matters of law, right? Now, we see Israelites condemning people in public all the time. In fact, if you didn't do the Sabbath, if you committed adultery, certain laws were you go out in front of the whole town, and then the whole town condemns you and stones you to death. So no, it matters privately. When the scriptures talk about matters privately, talk about sexual matters. If you have a disagreement in the scriptures, to handle it behind doors, to handle, and talk about your differences in the scripture. Not that, if you see somebody privately talk to that brother and be like, hey, why are you committing adultery to your wife? No, it's not talking about. It's not about pride at all.
Since you brought it up, pull up the scripture. Let's take context of the scripture, so we can probably. Let
me say this real quick. It is probably got appreciate you, Jose. Letting your significant other get hit by somebody else in front of you, and you don't. Leader of a religious movement, letting your wife sodomize you. You the leader of a religious movement. What do we need? Let me say it again. Letting a nigga let you sodomize his own. They got the pig kid. So letting a white man hit your wife in front of you, they went on a date app for the white man, ordering a pig device. They the pig device made it disappear. Sorry. That type of stuff, and you leading a religious movement. Like, what do we need to talk about in private? You know what I'm saying? Like that, like, get me wrong. This maybe his people, Capt Tazaryach. Is not part of his gang. Capt Tazaryach is not part of his religious gang. You know what I'm saying? Different religious sects. They both black Hebrews, they from different hoods. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so like, why would they keep it private in Philadelphia? And this nigga really Hebrew in California. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to keep it private in California, and if it gets to Philadelphia or New York, go ahead.
And you heard this from many Hebrew Israelites. They'll quote the book of Isaiah. Cry aloud.
Goddamn on. Goddamn show.
Spare not, and show Israel their sins. So there is no private. I'm saying the end of streets, every Shabbat, telling people the reason we're out here is to let you people know about your sins. There's no privacy. It's ridiculous. Privacy, like you said, that sounds like culture.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. The man put himself in a bad position. He's got to deal with that. He's a public figure, and he has to deal with this stuff. Because the person say, all of those he brings up, I like to criticize other people way less. So you have to deal with criticism. They're going to put it out. So he has to handle that situation and know what it is he's doing. If he wants to stay in that particular thing. Because if you really deal with that, he needs to avoid it. That don't fly in no careers like that. For be figure out doesn't fly in Hebrews like that. None of them believe in the relationship, and all of them are from God. It has nothing to do with his sex religion. It's the group. All of those groups here. So he has to deal with that situation. It ended up in so he has to deal with the situation. He can't deal with it, then he has to sit down and do something. I don't know what to tell you. Listen, so I had to go for the headset, so he can die. So I had to go touch it up. I might come back later with update things. Right?
Hey, Uncle Jose, take it easy.
I'm still listening to you. I'll just touch my headset and come back.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I'm watching the stream, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't see really Hebrew back there. He wasn't really talking that much in the show, but damn, Wack came on and highlighted this shit. I don't know if Captain Tazaryach put him up to that. I don't know, but got Captain Tazaryach on that phone. Captain Tazaryach said all the wild. Damn, I think ghetto. All these things is wild of the wall. You know what I'm saying? And God damn it, shit was just all the way out of control. All the way out. The misery, I don't think he's a part of Sakari no more, so you need to get in touch with your people and definitely get him back on the right track, brother. He needs some counseling. I believe you are older than him by the gray hairs. So I think you need to give him some counseling, brother. You might need to bring him to the native warriors of Israel because he do look native. You look like you got some Hispanic or something in him. You got something in him. Something Latino. A Mizzle under your wing, put Gorilla Hebrew under your wing, and teach him to throw meat out. Not to the Yukon, man. No, the Yukon, they don't Yukon don't accept sodomites. But maybe the native warriors of Israel would accept, you know what I'm saying? Anybody. What you think, Miss? We could take Gorilla Hebrew under your wing.
That's hilarious.
And we call Uncle Chip. Uncle Chip is like you don't know what's going on. I think Uncle Chip, Uncle Chip Cuba. Get Uncle Chip on the phone. Uncle Chip, yeah, man. What we doing, man? going over this. Shout out to George Sanders. You know what I'm saying? All right. Get myself together. Get myself together. I know I seen Bantu wanted the link. Some other people. I'm about to drop the link in the chat. Y'all want to come on and speak on this? I'm about to drop the link and y'all want to come on and speak on this. Drop this link off in the chat. Shout out to everybody that came through, man. For sure. Drop this link off in the chat. Anybody want to come on and holler at the kid? Just drop the link up in there. Anybody want to come on and Sunday morning fellowship? Come holler at the kid. Alright. My boy Bantu say we live early today. Silky on the way. Oh yeah, let me get Silky up in here. Silky was talking greasy. In that chat. Let me get Silky up in here. Oh no, I'm waiting. Alright, we got Uncle Lorel say, let's go, love early lesson. Hey man, like Bantu said yesterday, man, somebody got something. Uncle Lorel say, Silky tried to debate Lorel claiming Berbers created the Dead Sea Scrolls. God damn. Shalom. Uncle Shaka, grace and peace to the chat panel. How blessed. Yo, when was this? Uncle Shaka, that was yesterday's stream. I ended up messing up, deleting most of the stream. YouTube said like in June, you can't revert to the originals of your stream, so I messed it all the way up. You know what I'm saying? That was all on me. But it definitely was all on me. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and sub. Goddamn subscribe. Alright. Angel, Shalom. Let me send Angel the link, man. We gonna send my boy Angel the link. Martin, they gonna say some wild stuff. I know they gonna be talking crazy. I know them boys gonna be talking crazy. So. Alright, let's keep busting this down. This time I'm just say it like this. Let the people know we are there, man. So let's go to Google, you know what I'm saying? Let's go to let's go. Let me share my screen. Let me pop my shit. Hold on. Let me pop my shit. Alright. Go right here. King Doja. Let's go to them images. You know what I'm saying? This the step pyramid god. You know what I'm saying? King Doja right here. Now, see them, you know what I'm saying? See them ears. You know what I'm saying? go to Nubian rock art. Cause these niggas think Nubians was Asiatic and all of this. Look, prehistoric art in North Africa. Look at this right here. Look at this. They had all colors, gang. They in this picture they probably didn't have all colors. But goddamn it, they know what brown and black is, gang. We ain't gotta play these games with these niggas. We didn't took Egypt back. Egypt is African, and Africa is synonymous with black. Africa is synonymous with black. We are not claiming you brand new North Africans. We are not claiming y'all as African. Get this right. Get this right. The first homie got some dreadlocks. He got the Ray Sherman dreadlocks. They wanna play games with the information and the pottery and the goddamn farming and pastoralism. You niggas just learned pastoralism yesterday. You niggas just learned pastoralism. Let's cut it out, man. You're not really like that. Ancient Egyptian rock art discovered near Aswan. Look, bro, they had white. They had white right there. Did they paint them white? Did they paint them white? We know that black come in all shades, all goddamn sizes. We ain't gotta play no games with. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. A painted mongoose in an Egyptian tomb. Look at the brother though. Look at the brother. Brother was black. Black right there. So we say black over here. We ain't got no problem. We know what black is. We're gonna play with these niggas. Now look at this right here. Boss. Yeah. We ain't gotta play. You know what I'm saying? Even the sister got some melanin on her. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta play no games with these guys. You know, we looking at the rock part. We're looking at the goddamn rock part. They didn't play games, and they didn't play with the name. Everything is official. So we ain't gotta play with these niggas. They serve black. We ain't gotta play no games with these cats. You know what I'm saying? We don't not gotta play no games with them. You know what I'm saying? All they gonna get is the information. Now let's pull up. They like to talk about how was Egypt started. Let's look at Mike Tyson in the flesh. Let's look at Mike Tyson in the flesh. Let's look at Norma's palette. We're gonna see how Norma felt about these goddamn light skinned niggas coming in. These goddamn niggas coming off the these niggas living in the goddamn the outskirts of the city. No nomadics. Y'all niggas come in here and fall in line. Niggas come fall in line. On one side, the king is depicted with the bulbed white crown of Upper Egypt, and other side depicted the king wearing a level red crown of Lower Egypt, which also makes it the earliest known example of the king wearing both types of headdress. Right? That's a little bit about the crowns. Let's look up what was in the goddamn crown. In the next to the belt, they also are the same head to the belt worn by Norma are 4 beaded tassels, each capped with an ornament in the shape of the head of the goddess Hathor. They also are the same heads as those that adorn top of each side of the pallet. At the back of the belt is attached a long fringe representing a lion's tail. See, these niggas just be talking about fringes yesterday. These niggas be, yeah, let me make sure I got my fringes on. You know what I'm saying? I ordered a shirt from Fashion Nova. That motherfucker came with some damn fringes. You know what I'm saying? Black though. I'm like, these little feathery things on the outside. You know what I'm saying? It was like just like, I don't know, y'all check it out. Fashion Nova got some fringes shit going on right now. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We was on this 3100 BC gang 5,000 years ago. Clean it up. On the left of the king is a man bearing the king's sandals, flanked by a rosette symbol. To the right of the king is a kneeling prisoner who is about to be struck by the king. A pair of symbols appear next to his head, perhaps indicating his name, wash, or indicating the region where he was from. Above the prisoner is a falcon representing Horus, perched above a set of papyrus flowers, the symbol of Egypt. In his talons, he holds a rope-like object which appears to be attached to the nose of a man's head that he also emerged from the papyrus flowers. Hey, yeah, man, we definitely weren't playing with these niggas. Find the part I'm looking for. Uncle Normal. You get a picture of Uncle Normal. Now, we ain't going to no museum because they stealing our shit. We would trust Google before we trust a goddamn Egyptian Cairo museum. We'll just deal with Google. We'll deal with what y'all call pseudo. We gonna deal with it because we ain't trusting no goddamn sources that steal from our people. Go get it out. All right, so this Uncle Normal right here, you know what I'm saying? Unified, Upper and Lower Egypt, 3100 BC. Ancient Egyptian king of the early dynastic period whose reign began at the end of the 4th millennium BC. So, what do he look like? Y'all write in the chat. What do Uncle Normal look like? You know what I'm saying? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. What person that you could say that we know that he look like? Say Normal was an ancient Egyptian king of the early dynastic period whose reign, and I'll give you a clue. Somebody probably say some people probably say something different, but I give you a clue who I think. He looked like a boxer. I say he looked like a boxer. Say he was the successor to the proto-dynastic king Ka. Many scholars consider him the unifier Egypt, founder of the first dynasty, and in turn the first king of the unified Egypt. Yeah, man, who he look like, man? Don't he look like a boxer? You know what I'm saying? Don't he look like Mike Tyson right here? Don't he look like Mike Tyson right here? Don't Normal look like goddamn Mike Tyson right here? Yes or no? Do Normal look like Mike Tyson? All right, let's go to the we want to see what we look at and see what we in. Take that brother out. That's black. Take this brother out. Look at that. His hair like mine. His hair just like mine. They like to say, oh no, he's an East African. What does that mean? You know what black is. So you forgot what black is now. Look at this. A bummy man. A bummy man. Matter of fact, let's look up bummy mans. Man. Very little clothes. Like the Pop Smoke braids. Look at this, man. Look at this. 101 last trial. Let's see what they talk about. Community people in this ethnic group, in whom 10,000 were urban inhabitants, the vast majority live in the SNNPR. 42,000 Hammer language speakers, 42,000 self-identified Hammer people, representing approximately 0.1% of total Ethiopian population. Damn. Neighboring peoples and relationships. Now let's keep going. Look at this. That's nappy hair right there. We ain't got to play no games. Look at that. Hammer parents have a lot of control over their sons who herd the cattle and goats for their family. It's the parents who give permission for the men to marry, and many don't get married until their mid-30s. Girls, on the other hand, tend to marry at about 17. Marriage requires bride wealth, a payment made to the woman's family, and generally made up of goats, cattle, and guns. Although it's paid over time like installments of a bank loan, it's so high, 30 goats and 20 head of cattle, that it can't usually be paid back in a lifetime. Damn. So you get married and you owe her family the rest of your life. One effect is that whenever a family has a lot of livestock, the wife's and mother's brothers will claim outstanding bride wealth debts. It means that Hammer men can't stay wealthy and grow wealthier as their livestock is claimed by others. If a man can afford the bride wealth, he can have 3 or 4 wives. Women only marry one man. Because men tend to be older than their wives, they often die first. Lots of Hammer households are headed by women who have survived their husbands. One study found that an amazing 27 out of 39 married women were widows. One study found that 27 out of 39 married women were widows. A widow also has power over her husband's younger brother and their cattle if their parents are already dead. Brothers and sisters are important to each other in other ways. The more dramatic example is the ritual whipping before a brother's cattle leaping ceremony. I don't know what this sister did to her hair. That looked wild. But okay, we see got the sister with the dreads like mine. Come on, man. It's East Africa right here. It's East Africa. They want you to believe, hey man, Sub-Saharan Africa, bro. You are a West and Central Africa only. You are from West and Central Africa. No, brother, these is Africa is Africa. You know what I'm saying? Black is black. These is our people. Stop trying to separate yourself from our people. You know what I'm saying? Don't weaponize the science. They don't got enough evidence for Nubia and all of that. Don't stop weaponizing the science. They say West Africans come from the East. Stop weaponizing that white man's science. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't a part of the goddamn, they was coming up with hermetic hypothesis and all that shit. We wasn't a part of none of these thinking tables and think tanks. No, I ain't. You know, scared of done better. Alright. Women commonly end up. Women commonly end up as the heads of families because they marry men who are much older than themselves while they were young. When her husband dies, she is left in control of the family's affairs and livestock. She is also in control of his younger brothers and their livestock if the parents are dead. Widows may not remarry. Also, men are sometimes assigned the responsibility of protecting a divorced woman, widow, or the wife of an absent husband, usually his brother. Marriage celebrations include feasting and dancing. Young girls as well as boys are circumcised. Women know many ways to do their hair. The most famous hairstyle is when their hair is short, tufts rolled in the acre, and fat or in long, twisted strands. See, I got mine in fat, long, twisted strands. Right? These coppery colored strands were called gastra. It's a sign of health and wealth. They also wear bead necklaces, iron bracelets around their arms, and decorate their breasts with lots of cowrie shells like a natural bra. Around married woman's neck, you can see a sente, torques made of iron wrapped in leather. These are engagement presents. They are worn for life and indicate their husband's wealth. One of the necklaces catch more, especially the attention. It is called the bignary. It is also an iron and leather ring, which has a phallic-shaped end. But this jewelry can only be worn by a man's first wife. So damn, so she is a first wife, you know what I'm saying? Married woman. Damn, that's crazy. She can't even take that off. Goddamn. Some women have 3 necklaces. According to what I just explained about the bignary, the biggest one at the top means she is the first wife. She was the first wife. Right, so she was the first wife. You know what I'm saying? I like your locks, auntie. Alright. This is important as her status is the higher one in Hammer society. But as she has 2 more simple necklaces around her neck, that means her husband took 2 more wives. The Hammer went, damn, so she got 2 more necklaces. I mean, she a first wife and she got 2 sister wives. Damn, that's dope. I like that. That's dope. It's kind of crazy because you can't take it off. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. So I guess the sister wives would be wearing just the 2 at the bottom because they not first wives. That's dope. Uncle Jose, this is the Ethiopian woman.
Yeah, man. Now you know something interesting. You know something interesting because they say that these are the people who founded ancient Kemet.
Say it again.
There's a academic. I think there's an academic consensus that the Ethiopians are the people who founded ancient Kemet. They sent emissaries up from the south to found ancient Kemet.
Right.
But doesn't that? I mean, but the crazy thing is, right? They only show you the light-skinned Ethiopian. They never indigenous looking.
That's what we're doing right now. And they always, and if you notice,
and when you look
and if you notice, you got to go to the south to find the black people.
Isn't it interesting how South to play a role in the darkest people in between ancient Kemet, Sudan,
like
and Ethiopia?
Everywhere you go around the world, the black people are pushed to the south. Like, check this out, Uncle Jose. I'm getting my hair done, right? I'm getting my hair done yesterday. Lady that's doing my hair, she look black. You know what I'm saying? Man, I go to sell her the $3, and her last name is Costanzo or something like that. Castro or something like that. And you know what I'm saying? I just let it slide. Man, her mama come in her mama come in the kitchen speaking Spanish. Brother come in the kitchen speaking Spanish. She's replying back Spanish. They all, brother got hair like mine. Brother got dreads like mine. She got, you know what I'm saying? She got straight like black hair. The mama got braids, micro braids. You know, that's a black hairstyle. but they speak in Spanish. So then that's when I asked her, where y'all from? She said they from Colombia. You can't look at them. You know how you can look at a mixed person and be like, okay, just by the skin, your skin not fully melanized. I can see through it. You mixed.
Right.
These people was black and speaking full Spanish.
Yeah.
Like from Colombia. You know what I'm saying? There's black people out there.
Yeah, but you see, they don't show you when you go to places like Colombia and Cuba how these people actually practice the African spiritual systems. When you talk about places like Brazil, they practice African spirituality. They are black people. They are proud of their culture. What they do, they show you the sellout one who's white and light skinned and make you think that that is all that they have. That is not true. These people like Cubans and all of these people value their blackness. They talk about it all the time. The Brazilians value their blackness. That is the largest African population outside of Africa. They value their blackness. Cubans love their blackness. But they don't show you that. They want you to think that they hate you. That's kind
of what I was saying. I was like, only according to the records, it say only 500,000 black slaves came here. The rest of the majority of them went to these islands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm sure if you talk to that young lady, she values her blackness. You can tell that they do because of the way that they carry themselves, even though they speak in Spanish. They value their black skin and they value their black culture. And if you would talk to them, I'm sure that they know their African heritage.
And Uncle Jose, check this out. Let's say we run into a black Mexican and they don't value their black culture. If you get pulled over, you a nigga. So you ain't gotta value it. It's reality.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people who don't value that, and they're proud of the fact that they're coming from a country in North Africa and they are considered white. Some of them will tell you, I'm not black. They had a brother who was as dark as you, if not darker, with the afro, from Egypt. The man said, when I came to America, they told me I was a Caucasian. And he said, after a while...
Yeah, right, because you're coming from North Africa. But what I'm saying, basically what I'm saying is, valuing it, that's one conversation. But accepting it, you gotta accept it when you get pulled over. You gotta accept that you're black when you get pulled over and this police is talking to you crazy with his hand on his hip. You dip, he dip, you dip.
Well, they have to accept it because in their own culture, there's a problem with them having dark skin. They deal with discrimination for having dark skin in these countries all the time. So they have to deal with it. You can't get past being black if you're in certain countries. Because as you say, as we're saying, they don't value their blackness. So because you're dark skin, something is wrong with you. They want to look white so when they come here, they can blend in. But those are people who have to confront their blackness whether they want to or not. Because every day they remind you of that. But I always tell people, I live in Trinidad and Tobago, I'm from Brooklyn. And I always let people in Trinidad and Tobago know, unless you leave Trinidad and Tobago, you don't know what it is to really be black. Because everybody in Trinidad and Tobago is some kind of black person. Either African or East Indian, that's the majority people. So they don't have a race issue, so to speak, because everybody is mixed with themselves. When you leave and go to other countries, then you realize that you're black because they treat you funny. My wife says when she left here, she was working in the law office and they used to wipe down the key, some old white ladies to wipe down the keyboard of the senator. That is when you realize that you're black because they treat you differently.
Now look, this is Sudan. This is a modern day Sudanese man. These is modern day Sudanese men. But look, this is from South Sudan. You see, like they create borders and push people out. That's just being real. That's just the realization.
Yeah, but then you have to understand a lot of those people are highly admixed when you see a family of people from some of these tribes, like the Amazon tribe, some of them are dark skinned, some of them are light skinned, and some of them look mixed, but they're all in the same family. So this is where you get this problem with skin color because it's so admixed, you don't know what your brother's gonna look like. Literally, you all have the same parents.
But you become admixed when you go outside of the family. You gotta go outside of the family fit to be admixed.
No.
Look,
if you,
this is Sudanese man right here. This is Sudanese man right here.
If you look up Amazon or Berber, you're gonna see how mixed some of these people are. You'll see how mixed some of them are. And there's one family, all of them looking different.
That's a fact.
Right, but you're going to the blackest part of the country and saying that that's the norm, and that's probably not the norm anymore. The whole country is probably admixed. You're probably going to see more blacker people in the South because that's just the skin tone.
If you just said the Berbers were admixed, why would I go to an admixed population to find black people?
No, but here's what I'm saying to you. We have to be realistic and say that a lot of these people are admixed. A lot of them don't look that way. That's probably not the norm anymore.
Brother,
you have to show the full culture.
Brother, we know that's not the norm anymore. You gonna negate the fact that these people are brand new?
No, we're not negating that fact. But even if we don't show them, we have to make people understand that admixture is a regular thing in these countries now. And this is why they have this food
culture. That's now.
I agree with you, but I'm just saying, just to cover our bases, we know that.
Nah. We arguing against the race science. So you when you came on the show, you said, "But all they're gonna show you is the light skinned people." That's a fact. So why the fuck would we do their job? They do it. We showing you that these black people are still there. It's just marching.
I agree with you. They are. Even in Egypt today, they show you that the black people are very marginalized. And they try to make you think that this is not what ancient Egyptians look like. But at the same time, I always think when
Sarah Soon said, he said, the black people in Egypt, that people that stay in Egypt, black people, they can't even come outside during the day. They on a whole nother part of they boarded off. They fenced off.
Well, a lot of them is mostly in the southern part of the country. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. But here's something interesting that we don't talk about. When you look at these modern black people in Sudan, do you know that their houses are painted like blue and white? And they keep live crocodiles and pits in their home. Did you know that?
You said where at?
The Nubians in Egypt, their houses are blue and white, and they keep crocodiles in cages in the middle of their home. They keep live crocodiles. Did you know that?
Right now?
Yes. If you look it up, there are videos on YouTube showing them with live crocodiles in their house, like baby crocodiles. When people go on tours of Sudan, they take you into their house. They have a pit in the middle of their house with a cage over it, and they have these baby crocodiles inside of it.
Okay.
So they're showing you that they remember their culture.
Right.
I mean, I don't think they play with them, but they definitely keep them for good fortune. They have, and there was I forgot what country it was where these people were saying that they sit down.
All right, check this out. It's for the people. Uncle Jose is correct. Check this out. It says, in Nubian culture, crocodiles are sometimes kept as pets or as a symbol of good luck and prosperity. Some Nubian families even have crocodiles in their homes, often in fenced-off areas, and they are treated with respect and care. This practice is linked to the Nubian belief that crocodiles bring good fortune and is a way to preserve their unique cultural heritage. You're right, Uncle Jose.
Yes, it comes from ancient times.
In that,
and if you look up on YouTube, you will see that. You will see people doing tours, and they're going to the house, and they'll have little baby crocodiles in the house. They don't really play with them like that, but they have them. So they definitely remember their culture. But they're marginalized. They get scrapped up the scraps of tourism. But it's quite interesting when they talk about modern Egyptians, they never include the Nubian people as being modern Egyptians. So we should ask the question, why don't they consider Nubians modern Egyptians? Even though they're saying that the modern Egyptians are the ancient people. You should ask yourself that question. They never include Nubians in any of those conversations about modern people. They don't test them. Nothing. They have nothing to do with this conversation. So if they're not modern people, then they must be the original people. Because they don't call them modern Egyptians. They call them Nubians. So what does that mean in terms of this conversation between ancient and modern people? Why are they not included?
Right. The Ethiopians was jumping the bull way before modern times. They had a ceremony, the bull leaping ceremony.
Oh, I never heard of that before.
You know how they do it where they have the red sheep, they'll be playing with the bull.
Yeah.
They say they was doing that in Ethiopia with the cattle.
That's interesting. Did you ever see this Ethiopian church that they built? It's a church that they built. They built it from the top down, and it's in a pit in Ethiopia. And when you go into the church, you'll see monks on the church.
I ain't never heard of it.
I don't know the name of it to look it up, man. So boy,
Ethiopian
let me see
church.
if I can look it up.
Top to bottom.
It's built into the ground. Yeah.
The Rockham churches in Lalibela.
Is that it? Bring up some pictures of it and click on images and show it. That sounds like it. But they built it from the top down. So they built it into the rock from the top down. They carved it out of the rock. I think it's on the side of a mountain or something like that. And if you look at the images on it, they have honks all over it.
Here you go. That right there, Lalibela.
The first one. That looks like it. Yeah, that's it.
Lalibela.
Yeah, but you have to look at the images on it. It has a lot of ancient Semitic imagery on it. It has honks and different things like that.
It said 800-year-old Ethiopian church.
Right. And they carve it from the top down. So it's in the rock.
Man, that's crazy.
They carved it out of a rock.
That's crazy.
That's amazing. Look at that.
Nah, that's dope.
Yeah, man, look at that.
And the shit 800 years. Your house ain't 800 years. Your goddamn government, damn White House ain't 800 years. Our shit still standing.
And that's a rock, huh? That's one rock.
Right.
And they still want to know how they carving these things out of rock. And that's a hammer and chisel. That's a lot of hammer and chisel in you. You know how long those things take?
All right, Uncle Jose. How long you think them people? Let's look up so you know what I'm talking about. How long you think them Zawi Hawass looking people been pharaohs in Egypt?
Listen, those Arab people was never rulers in ancient Egypt or ancient Kemet. They came in way after. When you look at their makeup, they have Greek, they have Roman, they have all kind of things, and they have sub-Saharan African. But the DNA test say that so-called sub-Saharan African is something that they picked up in the region. That wasn't originally a part of their DNA. That is a modern thing that they picked up. So they ask you where the invaders are. Zahihawa's DNA tells you he's an invader. He's a Greek, Roman, Turkish, all those things are present. But 15 to about 15% of that is West African. They picked it up in the region. They didn't come with that. They picked it up through enslavement and mixing with people there. The rest of it is basically European, all kind of European. And they've been there for about 1,000 years. When you listen to those people, they are black, but they're not the Negro. They don't have the Negro lips and the Negro nose. That's what he said. They don't have the Negro lips. What does that mean? That's what he said. The lips are not. They are not the Negro lips. These are different lips. They are not the Negro. They are black, but they're not the Negro. So what does that mean? And they have huge lips and big noses. The noses is big. You ever see when you look at some of these fully intact statues and drawings how big these guys' nose is? How big the lips are? Come on, man. What are you telling me? Look how cool these guys have high cheekbones, big nose, big lips, all that. Locks in the hair is wearing do-rags, all that. This wearing do-rags, all that.
All right, Uncle Jose. Which one of these people was not mythical? Which one of these ancient gods and deities was real?
They say that they think a star was based on a real person. Or the Greeks call him Osiris. They said they think that he was based on a real person. They have evidence to think that. I don't know the name of the person, but they said they think that he was a ruler because they found the head in a jar. Like they found the head in a jar with incense around it. Like they were venerating the head. They found a preserved head in a jar. And they said they think that might be a star. He was a ruler of one of those ancient kingdoms. I can't remember the name of the person, but they found the head in a jar. Like they were venerating the head.
Do you think any other of these would be real people?
Here's what I could say. African culture definitely tells you that they venerate ancestors. We know Imhotep worshipped the deity. He was a real person. We know Shango, a real person. But as for the other ones, I don't think they directly point.
Suki said all of these Egyptian mythologies came from the Berbers. Do you agree?
You need to read a book. So that when you talk about that term, and when they trace that term back, they say those were Libyan people who were not considered to be part of ancient Semitic society. They were considered part of it.
So do you agree that the Libyans was worshiping these guys first?
That would be true. I don't think so.
Right.
I wouldn't say that. Because the Libyans were never part of ancient Kemetic culture. They always show them as some of them were light skinned, some of them were Asiatic. And when they showed what Asiatic was like, they were basically, but their phenotype was African. It was where they been.
They was dark.
Let's say this.
Black is African. So that they weren't African, it was just dark.
They were people. Right? Because I know in 2025, black means, but it's a non-African. when they black. People get offended when you call other people black. Although these Indians are black, but not African. They are black. Not
black. East Indians are not black, but they dark, brown. Black is kind of a spectrum. King Joe.
Wow. I'm gonna be out there because it seems like you can't call anybody else black if they're not African. People get
yeah. Nobody else could be black if you're not African. Hell no.
I'm gonna agree and disagree with that thing. Because they have people who come from us who are black and melanated, but they're not the African phenotype.
Like who?
East Indians. They are melanated people, but they are not African, so to speak. Their phenotype is some of them have blonde hair. Some of them have blonde hair.
You say it like that, everybody come from us. You know what I'm saying? So we did it like that. I gotta agree with you, but King.
I know Seth comes with some pushback.
King, yeah. Oh, look.
But then remember, blue eyes is that you see in Africa. You know that they have a group of people in Africa who are very dark skin blue eyes. Ever seen them before?
I ain't never seen them.
Yeah, they're African. They're dark skin. Their eyes are very blue.
What Africa they is?
I'm not sure. I don't know the name, but you type in, you'll see. But every dark skin are very blue.
I got you. King Silk. King Silk, you there? Boy, Harrison. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. Say something.
Yeah, I hear me now? I can hear
you like that. Yeah.
Hear me? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What
song is that?
Yeah.
We just talking about Ethiopia.
Alright, you got a delay. Hey, King Silk, come out and come back in. You got a delay. Come out and come back in.
I bet.
You know, come out and come back in. I think this is my first time even thinking about this question. But if I had to think any of maybe Picard or Hathor.
And why would you say that?
Because I was just reading the state of Norma, and he had palate. So I'm sure he was venerating his ancestors.
The long palate.
Right, Hathor on there.
Okay.
I'm sure she wouldn't be on there for no reason. I'm sure he venerated his ancestors. With Picard. Go ahead, man.
You do know this whole thing goes way beyond writing because ancient chemists and ancient medication. But it's still looking at it, still some of the history they didn't write. These what we're talking about before. So you would always see the veneration in these people. But I would agree that all of them probably have some basis in reality based on African. They didn't just really make people out of nowhere.
Hey, King, have you there ears?
Nice sound from it.
Stuff. Alright, let me go.
Yeah.
Take it back. Oh no. Oh,
you know what? I think we should get some. I'm gonna get some information on the person who said he's the song. I made the song. We see how much information.
We definitely got it.
Because there's a possibility that all of the properties that they've because they do talk about some of that ruling in chemicals for long periods of time. You know that.
Hold on, quick, Jose. Except,
yeah.
Hey, do you think any of these Nathan guns are dealings with real people?
No. What they was what you call anthropomorphic. I can never say this word. Anthropomorphication. Can never get too twisted with that word. Anthropomorphic. Anthropomorphic. You say it. You say it.
Anthropomorphic imagery, which means that
no, that's not the word. It's anthropomorphication. Like, so what they got the animal made of kids like they did with nature. So we know that they're not real. We know that in today's state, that's how we're able to follow God. Because we know that these gods are based on nature and based on aspects of nature and based on animals. So take what they say, eat meat, spit out the bones. We're eating meat and spitting out the bones. So no, they're not real.
Now, King, let me think a God was a real person. Imhotep was a real person who was deified and kept for his work.
Imhotep was a real person. Invented in the countries. He was the original.
He was the world's first dude.
No, that was a real dude. Imhotep was a real guy. He that built step in it. That's real.
But later on though, he deified him later on. He did.
No, he was a real guy. He was a real person. He was a genius. The real people.
Later on. But he deified later on. He became a deity later on. They worship him.
In what aspect? Because I don't see no God named Imhotep.
He did worship him. They worship Imhotep.
I don't see that in the writing. I don't see that in the writings. And when I left, I went and got this. If y'all don't got this, and it's just the new one that I got. I got the old, but it got highlights in it, the pages. I went and got
by who?
If you don't have
Who wrote that? Who wrote that?
It was the people that wrote this. Ani.
Sorry.
Ani wrote. He was a rich noble. Okay.
So who's translation?
And it's not the book. It's all the books coming forth by day and night. That's the name of the book.
So who translated that? Who translated that? Whose name is on it?
Say what?
Who wrote that particular translation? Who wrote that particular translation?
Champollion did the translation.
Who wrote that particular translation?
Okay, European. Who wrote this book?
Yes.
Who wrote this? Ani, ancient Egyptian.
No. If you want to book, if you want to put that book, the name of that book. So that
translation. Okay. It's a translated. See the word? Translated by E.A. Ellis and Bus. It's not written by nobody. It's translated.
E.A.
That's why I bought this one, because it's translated. It's not written, right?
Look, listen. But that's not a translation. Is not correct. When I talk because it happened.
He says it's not what?
This is not the
Somebody's not doing that shit, and that book is not correct. Not in that chapter?
No.
There's no doing that chapter?
Come forth by not to let you.
No, but there's no doing that chapter? There's no hieroglyphic in that book?
Yeah. Not the magic.
The same.
The magic is different from the book coming forth by day.
Oh no.
The meta is language, man.
It was written in that doing that chapter, hieroglyphic. But I'm telling you, budget, it was written in Matthew Nature or hieroglyphic. It was written in hieroglyphic.
Bro, I don't understand. Is it written in hieroglyphic?
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it was written in hieroglyphic.
Yeah, it was, and it was translated
Right.
from. It was translated from a guy named Tim Poland, a white boy
Right.
and yes, we did. But okay, so you deny something because of the color of somebody's skin?
No,
You gotta
I'm
deny
telling
something if it's true.
no, I'm telling you, oh, listen to me, King said. I'm telling you, budget is not best to read unless it has been corrected by someone else. Because some of the do necessary applications are not correct. All of them do not in that book.
Are you a Bible believer? Are you a Bible believer? Are you a
Yeah.
believer?
Listen to me. Even Wallace Bud is known for getting all of the church translation correct. When you look at it, you'll see he will translate something in the miniature that is translating is not translated correct. They have to correct. Just translate.
Are you a Bible believer? Are you a Bible believer?
No, there's Bible believers on here.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a Bible believer because I'm finna say you a hypocrite then.
No, I'm promoting on believing. You have to know.
Like I said, I had another one, but that was all beat up. My other book coming for my dad is all beat up. So that was the newest one that I bought. So I at least pass it on to my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I wanted something that I could pass down.
Did you read it? Have you read the book yet? Have you read that yet?
Yes, I read this one. This one is a new one. I bought a new one with so my daughter would be able to understand from the beat up one I have. They got highlights in it. I got tags in it. The pages are ripped. I put tape on them, and I understood the other one is beat up. So I bought a new one. So when she reads the one that I beat up, she can compare it to the new one. They can have all these books that I have are actually for my daughter. I renew these books, and I know my daughter will be able to see, will be able to read them from my notes.
Very good.
So I have several copies. I have several copies of different books.
Have you taken a meditation course?
Have I? I don't understand.
Have you taken a meditation course?
No, I haven't.
We should. Look at it.
I haven't taken the medical course.
We should.
But what I have done was what I have done was study Southern Sudanese and Ethiopian, aka Kush, aka DMG history. So what the Egyptians did, it was on those groups because that's who the Egyptians were. They migrated for the river.
Right.
Family.
They came from the south.
Yeah, the Egyptians are. That's why they got to say that. That's why they got to saying that the Egyptians are Egypt is the daughter of Ethiopia.
That is true.
Because that's where the actual kingdom comes.
That's true. But you also have to understand that they had a complicated relationship with this guy in the loop. They had each other as well.
You say what?
They had conflict with each other. They had conflict with each other. So-called new.
Because one state, they war with Libya, they war with a lot of people. They war with, you know what I'm saying, with a lot. So when they say that Kemet Empire, it was a melting pot of people from the whole region.
In ancient Kemet, they only
just combined and Ethiopia, well, is Egypt. You know what I'm saying? They combined their together and created Kemet.
That's not necessarily true, because when we're talking about ancient Kemet, they talk about Shite people and Nubian people who they had war with. They had a double king at one point with Kush. They had brothers who were
say that about
D said that all these gods right here, D said all these gods that they just worship right here came from Berbers. This was D out here came from the Berbers.
And we're having a good conversation with we're having a good conversation, so we're not going to take us out 2 hours.
Berbers are after Kemet. What are you talking about? The Berbers are way after Kemet by centuries, by hundreds of thousands of years.
I'm not going to let you take hold of foolishness. There's no
somebody, nigga. I heard that you said you got to kick the fucking around. Anyways, so y'all talk about Egypt and Kemet. You know, Egypt had verbal words. You know, Egyptian words can name some verbal words for the Latin words for where that you have verbal language of Egyptian text. Are you heard it? Hold on. Deeper. When they talk about Egypt, they say from the west. What west Egypt? Libya? Would that be Egypt?
Look at, see, that's what I'm saying. When you don't know nothing about chronology. Normal 2000 BCE, that was not Berbers, bro. Berbers was not around 2000 BCE.
Nah, 3100 BCE.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so can anybody look up? You really want to go with me about Berbers? You really want to go there? I bet. So you want to talk about Berbers in Egypt, right? Can you tell me about the Ribu tribe? About the Tanihu? What about the Nihu tribe?
Bro, you got
these are problems. Hey, Sam. These are all Ribu tribes. I'm telling you, ancient tribes in Egypt right now, not even paying attention. Read the Nile, okay? Those are real tribes in Egypt.
Did I not say, bro? Did I not say that they fought Libya as well because it's right next door?
Libya, okay, hold on. Let me ask you this. Have you ever seen in the historical text refer to Africa as Libya?
All of Africa.
So they don't talk about now? So now they do talk, they only talk about.
I know they call the whole of either. I know they call the whole of Africa Ethiopia. I know that.
Is that it? Is that all they call just Ethiopia? That's all.
No, it was several other names.
Okay, you know that the origins of Africa.
Well, you can give it to African. Africans.
Hey, fuck all of this.
These gods, you said these gods was worshipped by Berbers, nigga. Which ones?
Oh, Osiris, Isis, El, those are all Berber gods. Look it up.
You said the very first pharaoh. You said the very first pharaoh of Egypt was known worship a Berber god instead of a Cushite, instead of a Cushite Nubian Sudanese god. What you tell me?
Don't try to name. Don't try to name predates all your stuff you talking about.
No, none of it is fucked up.
I just told you these tribes predate everything you're talking about.
No, the timeline is fucked up, my boy.
I just told you these tribes predate your goddamn timeline. So what? The birth predate recorded history. So what are you saying? Hold on, let me hit you with the tribes. Hold up, I'll show you the real tribes out there, because you don't know. Obviously,
Number one, when you go back, ain't coming. What we're talking about, they're not considered a part of the what Asiatic considered part of ancient him, and they depict them as pretty good.
and hold on, Asiatic?
Well, let me, you know what, let me stop out. They were considered corners.
There's some now considered corners.
They were considered corners. Similar Reebok corners. Libyans were considered corners. But they depict them in the schools of the Pharaoh, they are shown as corners. To themselves, the Nubians and other Africans, the Libyans are not considered the same.
Okay, hold on, wait, real quick. Okay, so you know if you could use a Berber word against a
With
you have Berber word just in
not born again.
so you know the last
Brother, prove how Osiris was a Libyan god before he was the Egyptian god.
with the source. All right, let me show you. I'm gonna send it to you. You put on the screen.
Nah, just explain to tell us out your mouth.
Osiris is born in Libya. His mother was born in Libya. They've been praying to Osiris before the Egyptian Osiris was. Look it up.
Okay, wait. Nah, man, you just make stuff up.
Thanks.
Hold on, you trying to keep names. Look that up. Look up. Look up and put it on the screen. Look up the chronology between the Berbers and the Nile Valley of Kenya. You will see that the Berbers came 100 and some years after the Commissions. Stop it. Normal. Look up. He was first normal.
Hey, to be clear, when you say Berbers, you're talking about the Amazon, right?
Yeah, Amazon people, Berbers, all that. Amazon, already, yeah. Yeah, the Libra Berbers, yeah. Those are the first. Well, not really first, they really come from
but
this book right here kill everything you're talking about right now, bro. This book right here that I got in my hand, this book right here, first pages, kill your shit.
Hey, hold on, okay. Hold on. Hey, okay, hold on. I'm gonna hear you. Hey, let me hear you. Hey, hold on, wait, everybody. Okay, I hear you. We see the book, nigga. Damn. Now look up the seaweed tribe. That's IW. Look up the seaweed tribe. Okay.
Hold on, baby. I'm gonna because look up when the Berber was in.
Look up the seaweed tribe.
Understand you a more, bro. But y'all knew bro. Y'all civilized. We civilized life, bro. We did that. Bro, take this place. We ain't I'm a Gold Coast gorilla, bro. I'm a Moor. Nigga, my people are the Moors. Nigga, I'm in West Africa. Nigga, that's where I'm from. I'm a Gold Coast gorilla. I understand. I know what you're saying. That what I was.
Okay. All right. Okay, I heard you. Now I'm about to show you tribes, ancient tribes in Egypt that are Berber. Ancient. I just they create all. So you can look at it.
What's up?
Nigga, Berbers go back to the Stone Age. All about 10,000 BC. What's up?
Why are you stupid? You hear
I'm gonna tell you. So I can't want to prove it or not. Do you want me to prove it or not? Chill out. Got you. Easy. Hey, wait. Chill out. Got you. Okay, now everybody chill. Why don't we break this shit down? Walk you down real quick. You're talking about 2000 BC, 3000 BC, even 5, 6, 7,000 BC. Wait, look, hey, baby. I land my plane. Hey, stop cutting me out, bro. Wait. Now, who are the first pastoralists that are 10,000 BC, 8,000 BC, 9,000 BC, 7,000 BC? Are those Berbers? Yes? Because we got that right. We look all it up. So,
hey, so a proto-Amazigh is not an Amazigh.
what is it? They not Amazigh. Nigga, they already, they tipping things, nigga, they seaweed. They motherfucking nigga, tons of things. Berber language.
A seaweed, a proto-seaweed is not a seaweed.
Nigga, seaweed speak the Berber language, nigga. It's all Berber regardless.
Dude, you proto something, you that, brother. You not your dad.
Yeah, what you? I didn't say that with that kitty, nigga. Ain't nobody talking about no twins, nigga.
So what you saying?
I mean, yes or no, nigga. We not looking at something that said that, yes or no?
Proto-Berber is not a Berber.
Proto-Berber is not a Berber, even though it's Berber language. So even though Berber language is still not Berber.
How can it be a Berber language if it's Proto-Berber?
Nigga, it's the origins. Still Berber.
That don't mean nothing, brother. That don't
What you
mean
mean? So it's Berber, but it's not Berber.
Credit. You can't take the credit for something that is say proto. That means it's before your time, gang.
Why would they call it a Berber then if it's before their time?
It say proto.
That means that the Berbers came from them. That the name that them people named us up came from that. They wasn't Berbers. The people after them, they said Berbers. So the Berbers have
literally in farming right now. How you gonna get around that, nigga? You niggas don't even get fucking farming, nigga. But Berbers are the only ones that give you that shit. You don't get it from nobody else. But you know what, though? I got the source.
How can Kemet worship Berber God when Kemet was before the Berbers?
Okay, hold on. Let me show you. I'm gonna lock you down. All right, Seth, me and you, I'm gonna lock you down right now. I'm gonna lock you down right now. What? Hold up, pastoralism.
Hold up, still. Uncle Hercules trying to show something on the screen. Go ahead, Uncle Hercules. Uncle Hercules, yeah. Uncle Jose. Okay, Uncle Jose.
All right. Let me show you something, all right? This is from the tomb. Let me go up here and let me show you something, all right? This is from the tomb of Seti the First, right? These are the Kemetic people called the Ramesh. These are the A'amu Asiatics. These are the Nehesiu. These are the Chenas, right? When you look it up, these people, the Ramesh and the Nehesiu, these are people from south of this land. These are Asiatic. These are Libyans, right? Now let's go down again and show you. This is the tomb of Mantata, Book of Gate 4 Division. Ramesh, A'amu, Nehesiu, and these are the Libyans, right? So you see how they're depicting them, right? Same people. Now let's go down here. And when you look at it, right, this here means foreigner. So they are not, they are foreigners. That means
okay,
foreigner. Hold on. And this is from the tomb of Ramses III, Book of Gate.
All right, great. Okay,
Hold on. Same Ramesh, same A'amu, Nehesiu, and Tichena. If you notice, the Nehesiu and the Ramesh look exactly the same. This means that these are foreign people. They have nothing to do with the culture.
All right, let's see.
These are foreigners.
Okay, so first you called them, you said Asiatic, right? First you said Asiatic, right?
One of them is Asiatic, right?
Okay, no, hold on, stop right there. So you don't get Asiatic until the Berbers go to Asia, right? Till they go to Arabia, right? You don't get Asiatic, right? Until the Berbers leave, right? Because the Berbers predate Arab, right?
No dum-dum. No dum-dum. You get Asian from the Levant. You get Asian dum-dum. You get Asian.
Berbers predate Arab, that's a fact. The Berbers took it to Arabia before you even get any fucking Arab, Asiatic, anything.
No dum-dum.
Africans in Africa besides the Berber, gang.
You know what? Hey, let me get to my source, man. Hey, hold on. Let me get to my source with myself, though. All right,
Uncle Jose, you gotta mute out. You gotta echo anytime you want to talk.
Nomadic pastoralism. That's all I want you to look up. That's it. Just look that up. Nomadic pastoralism.
Hold on, bro. What I want to see is citations,
peer
review, and publications.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Hold up. Let's get this out the way.
We're gonna do it.
Hold up. You made a claim. You said Osiris' mama came from Libya. Based on Egyptian mythology, Osiris' mother, the goddess Nut, was the daughter of the creator god Shu and Tefnut, making her of Egyptian origin, not Nubian. She was born from the tears of her tomb. It don't say nothing about Nubia, brother.
It's all right, man. I got sources. It's all right. I'll send you some. But let me get that nomadic pastoralism real quick. Type in nomadic pastoralism.
Now it says Neith was an Egyptian deity, possibly of Libyan origin, but we're not talking about Neith.
Okay, hold on, wait. Okay, type in is Osiris from Libya.
All right.
See, this is what I wanted you to do earlier.
No, Osiris was not from Libya. He is an Egyptian god.
Facts.
Keep reading.
While some ancient Libyan tribes did worship Osiris, Osiris himself originated in Egypt. So y'all stole from Egypt, nigga.
Y'all stole from Egypt.
All right. Okay, slow down. Keep it up. Don't pull it down. Nigga. Keep the internet up.
And in the cookie jar.
Nigga, I literally got sources on that, nigga. Don't even, you know what? I'm going to deal with that in a second. Wait, hold on. Hey, pull up nomadic pastoralists.
Hold on.
What that got to do with the price of tea?
Can I get the nomadic pastoralists up? Can I get the nomadic pastoralists? The cookie crumbs all over your mouth, all on his shirt, all on the ground. I'm not the same person in the chat, nigga. I'm not the same person in the chat, nigga. I'm not in the chat, nigga. I'm about to send forces in the chat, bro. Okay, hold on. I can wait. Now, type in, does the Egyptian have Berber loan words?
It go both ways. You got Berber, you got Egyptian words in the Berber language, bro. We got you on that already.
I'm gonna break down. All right, Ben. I'm gonna handle that in a minute. Okay, look up nomadic pastoralism.
All right, I got you. My bad.
Damn, in the wiki. Go to the wiki because they got a map on it. Because they got the map on wiki.
I got you too, man.
Nomadic pastoralism.
Hassan says, King Self, that is not the original. It's a French artist impression. The real one is different. He's saying you got the wrong Egyptian Book of the Dead, King Self.
Yeah, because it's kind of, I know it's done by, I know it was translated. He's not French, he's British. His name is Champollion. I understand what you're saying. I got the original.
Land of the Dead.
Hold on, bro. I'm answering the question that the brother asked for me. I understand that, brother. I know what you're saying, but I got it. I got that book. I got the original one.
Nomadic pastoralism.
Highlights and all kind of stuff.
The first one.
So my daughter would be able to see my notes in the book of Coming Forth by Day and Night to that one, and she would know that it was the same book. So
open it up in the wiki.
I did.
But King Seth, it has the place in it. It has the original place in it. Okay, now scroll down and go to the map. Wavy.
I mean, if I
already told.
Go to the
map, Wavy.
To the book of Coming Forth by Day and Night, if I can have something close
to it.
Everybody
see it. Hold on, let me walk y'all through real quick. Everybody pay attention.
Hold on, man. Stop. Come on, man. Bro, what I'm saying is, bro, if I can have something that I can pass down to my daughter to where she can understand and she know that, okay, this is not this, but this how this pertains to this, then I'm cool. I'm cool with that because she got the book of my notes in it, with everything. She got the original one.
Okay, everybody this map. The green and the purple. Wavy, what does the green and purple represent?
Let's zoom. It says,
see the yellow, right? Tell me, get the yellow thing, Wavy.
It says, purple is nomadic pastoralists.
Okay, green and purple are the nomadic pastoralists. The yellow is hunter-gatherers. Those are still hunter-gatherers. Okay? Now, green and purple are all the people that are moving product, nomadic people that are moving product all around the globe because everybody else is still hunter-gatherers.
That's what that means, stupid.
No, you see, purple. You see, Empire, you got them stuff. Everybody else is hunter-gatherers.
No, man, don't mean what you saying it means, stupid.
Pastoralism, nigga. It says pastoralism.
You know what a nomad is, you fucking idiot?
What?
Do you know what a nomad is? Do you know what a definition
is? Okay, let me read it. Let me read it for you. Read it for me. automatically they'll wonder how.
So they're wondering now. Just wondering.
Hey, dude. Berbers didn't start the story.
Okay, the first story is who is it?
It started in Africa.
You're talking about the green, right?
Google gonna be racist.
What you mean? I'll stop being biased. Let's just read it.
What you mean stop being biased? Google say in the Levant. The Levant not even on the map.
What you mean? It's that thing right now. What you see on the map? The Brown.
So you think they started farming?
You gotta wait for the Berbers to get the A-Rats.
People don't know that it was
The Berbers.
nigga Berbers are half-ass Hebrew Israelites.
So how did they get
They went agriculturally. They didn't have farms because they didn't stay in one place, dummy.
Right.
They were moving.
They moved around in the herds.
Let me kill you. Slow down.
Basic definitions of
Slow down.
You the fucking pigs, nigga, your ass grass, boy.
You know nothing about Berbers.
When they say the proto-Berbers, and then you know they grow into the later Berbers, you still don't comprehend that, right?
Why you think Hebrew Israelites? Why think Hebrew Israelites?
The late version.
Hebrew Israelites did
They later, right? Are they real Berbers, yes or no? They later, right? They later, right? Are they later, yes or no?
What do you
Okay, now we got that understood. Now, hold on, wait. Well, let's see who the first pass for. Let's see. Look it up, baby. Let's see what it gives you. Look it up. Give the source.
Says it started in the fun.
Give them the source. Give them the, let them get the source.
It says Middle East, East Africa, Central Asia, and Scandinavia. That's what it says, gang.
What's the source?
Let me see. No. Look at the first. Look